Hey guys, it's me, Kyle Linga, and it's time for the bonus round. How many 20s can you roll in 60 seconds in chat? Go! Keep going. Doing great. You'll receive 10 experience per every natural 20 rolled. Keep going. Five seconds. Great job, guys. Now it's time for the show.
In a world where 7 people will play a game like never before. Will they survive? Audio Dungeon.
Good evening and welcome to Audio Dungeon. I'm your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew, Brooke Armstrong, Tom Kokoza, Vinny Pro, Dan Isgro, and Damian Scro. Thank you to our sponsors and partners, Fantasy Network, Dungeon TV, Phoenix Studios, Norse Foundry, Dungeons & Dragons Memes, My D&D, Nerd Asteroid, and Battle Map. Thank you to our staff, Nick Simone, Steve Keeley, Percival Fairweather, Todd Heedy, Lee House, Liam Lynch, and Richie Holzhauer. Guys, today's episode is long awaited, obviously, because we're happy to be back today. But it is season 2 of Iron Kingdom, episode 4, and it is The Fortress. That is today's episode. How is everyone doing? We haven't seen each other for the last few weeks. Everybody's been home for the holidays. How's everyone doing?
Woo, Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah. All right.
Happy New Year.
Doing well. I'm very excited to get back to it. I miss you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always miss D&D. So that is awesome, guys. Good to see you again, and good to see you guys at home as well. Everybody's checking in right now, saying hello. If you got, let's see, Richard Wild, Luke, what's going on? Charles, what's up? Everyone's rolling right now. That's awesome. Welcome to the show, Garrett. Welcome to stream. Andrew, welcome. We have a lot of the Patreon members today. Awesome. Nick Lurkins, what's going on? Guys, welcome. We're just getting ready to get started right now. As always, this is Wednesday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is our tabletop show. And right before that, we're going to play a little Riddles in the Dark, which is a fun game you play with Tom Kokoza, who'll be hosting in just a minute. That's so exciting. Catherine Hunter, welcome. The Huntress is here.
Catherine!
Bree Mist, a
Huntress.
Phoenix Down fan for life. Uh-oh. How did you know? How do you know Phoenix Down? Awesome. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Easy Days, welcome. Patreon reroll going to Tom. Right, so before we get started in today's episode, what's really cool is that last time we were given a collector's luck, which I'm going to allow for it to be brought over to this episode as well, because it only got a little bit of use. So you guys have this last episode for collector's luck, and you can thank Evan from who gave that donation from last time. That's from a few weeks ago.
Thank you,
You
Evan.
Evan! Woo!
Yeah.
The Patreon members about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, asked me to give they wanted to give their rerolls since they had their Patreon rerolls, and they're right. So I'm going to give everybody, I give you guys one already. I'm going to give you one more. So I think that would work out for the 2 weeks. You're gone. So everyone take a total of 2 and one more if you wrote down 1. So that's it. But as always, we must get to 30 likes and 30 shares to actually use those. And so if you haven't done so already, please like the video and please share it out with as many friends or people you think might actually enjoy tabletop and what we do here on the show. Thank you to our Patreon members for hanging out with us today. They're going through a cool adventure. I love this adventure you guys are doing on Patreon. I feel like it would make a great module, and I want to make the module in the future. And I feel like you guys are ready to really take on this one, and I'm excited what's going to happen in the next few steps. So it's been very interesting. And as always, that Patreon story is going on the same world, same universe, and at the same time as this story that we're doing here on Wednesday nights.
I always like seeing the stories interconnect and intersect with each other.
Yeah, I mean,
on Wednesdays, and then we come across our Patreon member stories, and all the stories come together in a head.
Yeah, and it's even this season in particular with the second season of the Post and Play, it's literally the same story just in two different places. So it's even closer than before. So yeah, I'm excited. I think it's time for us to play our first game with Tom Kokoza, and it is called Riddles in the Dark. Imagine there was a thing there.
I would imagine. I'm going to imagine there's a thing there. And I'm going to say, everybody, welcome.
First week back virtually. I got to work out the kinks, Tom.
Whatever
That's
happened to you?
Man, I had my whole. I was gonna get my prop glasses on during the intro and whatnot. Bring out my Riddles in the Dark book and read from it. But the intro wasn't there, so now it's all ruined. Anyway, hi everyone. My name is Tom Kokoza, and welcome to Riddles in the Dark.
Hi,
This
Tom.
is the first. Hi, thanks. If this is the first time that you're watching or you haven't seen the show in a while, here's how it works. In a little while, I'm going to read a story. That story is going to have a fantasy and mystery element to it. At the end of that story, there's going to be a question that you're going to have to solve. That's the titled riddle, right? You'll have 10 minutes to solve it. Now, you're going to get clues on how to answer that question by asking me yes or no questions, which I'll answer honestly. The crew here via Zoom will ask me directly. You'll type your questions into chat, and Tony will read them out. So we'll have 10 minutes to solve tonight's riddle, which is called Bay City Blues. Life was tough. Life was tough in Talbim Bay. The work was generally hard and for little pay. The one thing people had to take their minds off the day-to-day misery was the arena games. While not everyone could afford the cost of a ticket or the time to attend, they could all afford to read Yannick's writings on the previous week's activities. Yannick was a bard and storyteller beloved by the populace for bringing the excitement and drama of the arena games to their front door. Until the day he was found dead outside the eastern gate of the arena. The riddle, how and why did Yannick die? We'll have 10 minutes to figure that out.
As always, guys at home, you can ask your questions, yes or no only. I'll be asking them to Tom for you.
Is Yannick actually dead?
Yes.
Okay.
Was he murdered?
Yes.
Was he murdered by an athlete?
No.
Let's see.
Was he murdered based on something he had written about an athlete?
No.
Okay.
Coming in from Douglas Kramer, did Yankek, how you say the name?
Yannick.
Say it again.
It's a Yannick. It's okay. They're all made up. It's all right.
I
But
want to
Yannick,
get it right. Did Yannick insult one of the champions?
he did not.
Derek wants to know, was he killed because of something to do with the arena?
Yes.
Joshua, did he come across a necro?
No.
Charles, did he cross paths with a half orc? There you go.
Brilliant. No, no, that's not why he's dead.
Is the type of arena important?
Like the architecture of the building?
No, like what occurs inside the arena. Like,
No,
is
no.
it a gladiator arena? Is it a, I don't know, wrestling arena?
It's not important.
Okay.
Was he killed by the people that own the arena because people stopped coming to shows or stopped trying to afford coming to shows?
No.
Okay.
Was he killed by someone he knew in life?
Yes.
Did he owe a debt to this person?
No. No.
Had he written something about the person who killed him?
Yes.
Did he write something negative about that person?
Yes.
That the reason why they killed him?
Yes.
Just to clarify.
From
Riddle
Douglas,
solved.
was he found to be rigging the fight?
No.
Garrett, was he murdered by a member of the coaching staff?
No.
Nick, was he giving too many props to the wrong athlete?
No.
Derek, was he a part owner of the arena?
He was not.
Doug, was he found to be rigging the fight? Did I say that already?
The answer is still no.
Okay, Nick, did he declare the attendees had to mask up?
No. No.
Derek, was he killed due to jealousy?
No.
And Joshua, was he killed by the traveling bard and his companion Barb?
No, he wasn't.
I thought that was it.
Garrett, was the negative thing he wrote untrue?
No. I would say no.
From Bree, was Yannick supplying drugs to the killer?
No.
Was he killed by another journalist?
No, he was not.
I feel like I know the your inspiration for this, but I can't. I'm trying to put the pieces together, and I don't know if I can do it.
Okay.
When you said before, did he write something true? Or was the thing that he wrote over which he was killed? Was it like, was it an opinion piece?
He doesn't write like op-eds, if that's what you're asking.
So he writes
doesn't
basically
he doesn't. But I will say this: if you're asking, like the question was it a lie, and I said no. And if you're asking whether the statement was more opinion than fact, I would say yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay, that's what I was asking.
Tom, say it one more time. I'm sorry. The last part.
So, if what he wrote was more opinion than fact, if that's the question that Dan was trying to ask, the answer is yes.
Okay.
Did the murderer try to like get away with it? Like was his did they try to cover up the murder, or was it just out in the open?
No, it was out, and he was found on the near one of the entrances to the arena. So,
did anybody see it occur?
No one see the murder occur. No.
Was he killed by the fan of an athlete?
No.
You said he was killed by the athlete,
Yeah.
right?
No, I didn't say that.
No, he said it was somebody he knew though,
Oh.
right?
Yeah, I did say that.
And it was someone that he wrote about.
Yes.
Yes, I said that.
All right, so the person he wrote about is not necessarily an athlete.
Correct.
Okay.
Jason wants to know, was he killed by something he ate?
No.
Douglas, did someone want his job?
Irrelevant.
Derek, was the person he wrote about a political figure?
No.
Garrett, did Yannick expose illegal activity?
No. No,
Nick,
that's not.
did he embarrass a combatant?
No.
And Douglas, was he having an affair with someone who participated in the arena and his write-up gave him away?
Ooh, that's good. That's not it though. That's good though. I like that.
All right, let me ask you this. Did he write something negative about an athlete's performance, which led to him getting, which led to him getting killed?
No.
Did he write something negative about a player personally that got killed? No.
Did he write about the owner of the arena?
Yes.
Okay, so the owner of the arena killed him.
Yes.
Okay. So now the question is, we need to know what he wrote, you said?
Yeah, I would say like That's pretty much it. You need to figure out like what he wrote that drove the owner to kill him.
That the events that were occurring at the arena were all rigged.
No.
That the cost of his
No.
tickets were too high.
That's part of it. Yeah.
Was this Ticketmaster versus Pearl Jam?
Interesting.
Kind of like what I first said, but everything. I guess it was all wrong.
Bree wants to know, did Yannick get paid to write that opinion to expose the killer?
No.
Charles wants to know, was he killed for what he wrote?
He was killed for what he wrote.
Brian, welcome to the stream. Was he killed by an athlete's agent?
No.
Douglas, was it a criticism over price?
Part of it, but part of it.
Was it an romance that the owner had? Was it about a romance that the owner had?
No.
Was he just generally criticizing how the owner ran the arena?
Yeah. I would say that's generally what it was. I'm gonna give this to you because I feel like I feel like what I'm asking for is almost too specific for you guys to really get, and I don't want a lot of questions about finances in the last 2 minutes of this. So I'm gonna say that you got it. Congratulations. everybody. Right. So yeah, basically, in his write-ups about all the arena games, Yannick also expressed a lot of displeasure with the fact that the ownership of the arena like seemed to not have a sense of what was going on in the city, and the only people who were able to attend the games were like the rich and the powerful, and like the regular people of the city only got to hear about it through his writings, and the ownership didn't like being questioned by a mere writer, so they killed him and left him outside to send a message to the rest of the city that don't mess with the boss. So very good, guys. And I thought you might get this one. I have to say, I thought you might get this one because I thought, like Dan said, that one of you might know what my inspiration for this was. But otherwise, I think this was a really good job. So I hope you guys enjoyed playing along. And without further delay, let us play. All right, Kingdom.
Thank you, Tom. That was an awesome riddle. Guys, please like this video if you haven't done so already. Please share it out with any friends or groups that you think might enjoy it. And as always, ! notified to chat to be notified when we go live, which is Mondays and Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, you'll notice that we're virtual right now. We'll probably be virtual for the next few episodes at least. Our plan is to be virtual for the month of January and then probably to come back right after that in February. Okay, guys. Yes. So let's get Dan. You have like 2 re-rolls you could take from before coming for Patreon members. Thank you so much for Patreon members. If you want to become part of Patreon, it is patreon.com/audio dungeon. So you can go check it out. You can be a part of the post and play. You can be part of our episodes and be a part of the story.
Thanks for the rerolls, guys.
And let's see anything else coming in. Patreon re-roll to the lowest roll. Everybody roll D20. Whoever rolls the lowest is going to get a re-roll.
Oh,
I'm going to roll 2.
Dan.
7.
I rolled a 3.
2.
Oh.
2.
Yeah.
Oh, 13.
2 2s.
Okay, Volties, roll over it.
Roll off.
Roll again.
12.
15.
So
Brooks
Brooke
got
wins.
it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Thank
Brooke wins as the
you.
lowest is in control here.
Yes.
Congratulations, Brooke.
Yes.
Who's that from?
Scum is one.
So, guys, last episode
Thank
was
you.
very interesting. It saw the end of the Raven. Can you believe it? I cannot. The Raven was taken out, and he was taken out by the his son, Bludgy. And but not before being chased around pretty badly because Raven was not suited to take on Relic. So Relic was basically just chasing him around everywhere. And
It was very Benny Hillish.
That was
Yes.
a lot. That was
Yeah.
a lot of fun. Too.
yeah.
Ran up the stairs, jumped down the hole, back up the stairs, back down the hole.
Stairs.
I was
Yeah.
kind of just hoping he would break his neck falling at one point.
Vin, it looks like you're playing some other game. What are you, what are
I
you
am-
playing right now?
I'm actually not.
He's getting
I'm
ready
just-
for his stand-up.
I'm flipping stuff around on my computer.
Guys, before we get into the show right now, we're gonna go to Vinny Pro Live, who's down in the Provenzano cellar. He's gonna do a quick tight fives, what they call in the industry. And go ahead, Vin, you got it.
What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing.
One
You're doing a
joke.
stand-up show. You just got to stand up.
Oh, you want me to do
Tell a
stand-up
joke,
show?
Vin.
Oh,
tell one
Jesus.
joke.
You
Tell
know
one
what?
joke,
I
Vin.
had one before. I wanted to tell Tony today too, and I friggin' forgot it now.
No, knowing you, it's probably not appropriate for the show.
No,
So-
it was very PG. It was a dad joke. It was something I wanted to text him. I forgot all about it. I don't even know
Oh,
what the hell I saw it
man.
before.
Did you guys hear about the Italian chef?
No.
No.
What about this Italian chef?
He got
Oh,
really
boy.
sick and he passed away.
Ah.
Well, come
It
on.
was-
you-
It was
Come
it
on,
was
you-
on that level
Guys.
of like where the joke was.
Did you guys hear?
You can only live once.
Did you guys hear about the Australian baker?
No,
No.
what about him?
What happened?
He had a television show and he made some meringue, and the Australian crowd, they applauded the meringue, which was very surprising because Australians usually boomerang.
It's like
Wow.
you see the punchline coming, and you're just trying to figure out how he's gonna.
I know. I was like, how does boomerang work in here? I was like, oh, wow. Douglas Kramer. Let's see. I give my Patreon reroll to the highest roller. They're making us work for our rerolls today, guys.
All right.
All right.
I like
What,
it.
everybody?
Okay,
Here
rolling.
we go.
Okay.
19, baby. 19.
Oh, I'm out.
15.
I got a 2 again.
Hey,
11.
there's my one.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Does collector's luck apply to these rolls?
No,
Go.
that'd be nice if it did.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks for trying.
We also have 500 stars from Bree. Cool to see you doing this. I'll check in more. Have a good one. Thank you, Bree. Awesome. Bree was a fan of one of my old bands, and
Cabri.
Thank you, Bree.
awesome. She checked in. Great. That's awesome. Okay, guys. Todd, fans, we're about to go to the next episode. Today's episode of Iron Kingdom is season 2, episode 4, The Fortress. So without further ado, let's play Iron Kingdom.
In the world of Andaria, heroes are born and will come together to save everyone.
Good evening and welcome to Iron Kingdom. This is Audio Dungeon. I'm Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew. And today's episode is Iron Kingdom Season 2, Episode 4, The Fortress. Last time we saw the death of the Raven. If you know the story going on, you'll know that the Raven is the Joker to their Batman. This was a guy that was not going to go down very easily, and he finally did. And it was an exciting episode. Definitely go back and watch it if you haven't seen it. So you guys are in the city called Fearguard, and you guys are in not the physical world. You guys are, for those who are forgetting, you guys are in the ego realm, but you're able to bring your physical body into that realm, which makes you very powerful. So it's like walking into a dream in a sense of somebody else, of their imagination, but you're able to keep your physical body in that form. And that ego is of an immortal known as Dragano. Dragano has his crystal in the middle of the entire planet, and you guys are in that ego trying to get to the center and destroy him, so that if you do this, the only thing hopefully would be left would be maybe his physical body. But no matter what is left after this, it's obviously you need to take this out, because this really ties him into being an immortal and a tremendous amount of power. You know, this was his real form as he was a celestial being. So right now, Evan, welcome. Guys, welcome.
Evan.
Evan, thank you.
Evan.
Okay, so we're now going to take it back to the moment when Raven was just killed. Raven drops to the ground. Bludgy's there. Takes the sword, puts the sword in, and then takes it back out, and it just turns around and just starts walking away. Outside, you guys are fighting this huge demon, and you see all of a sudden the demon starts to disappear. And all the people in the area, the citizens, you remember that the citizens were going away one by one. And as enough of them left, the demon is basically powerless and is no longer manifested. And he disappears. You guys are in this city, and there's guards who are just walking around and talking, and everything just goes from very chaotic and crazy to quiet. And for those that could see the main building, you see Bludgy just walking out with blood all over his sword. Let's go on over to everyone who's outside. Obviously, Brooke is not here right now. Brooke was left back in a shield, protected but still paralyzed. And we're now in the city with Findalar, Botorius, and Hogar, and I believe that is just you guys outside, and and obviously, of course, Wexel. You guys can role play. Go ahead.
All right. I didn't expect it to just disappear. Is it over? Did we? I look back at the city. Do I see, other than guards, do I see any other citizens still in the city? Like any, non-military folk?
There are some, but not many. And they seem to be just kind of leaving the area. Like they're going to go somewhere else in the city, or maybe, you don't know, maybe they're going to leave altogether. Only about 3% of the population is left. And that was thanks to obviously what you guys did.
All right. So I just want to make sure we know that that Dan killed Hadhild, right? Like that was like within our eyesight.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's go. I guess let's go see if the Raven is still here. And deal with him. What do you think, guys?
Yeah.
We should see if we could find Relic.
Yeah, I think he went after him, right?
Yeah.
You guys make your way to the building, and you see Bludgy sitting there, and Bludgy just has his sword out, and he's just kind of sitting with his elbows on his knees on the steps going up. The guards are basically just mulling around. They've kind of given up, and some have even left, forming into light, and some just kind of leave, following the other people. So you guys walk up, and you see Bludgy there. You can role play or pass him.
Bludgy, are you all right? What happened in there?
Something that should have happened a long time ago.
What's that?
He kind of just gets up and like just walks up and down one of the streets a little bit.
Bludgy,
Anything?
Bludgy, are you okay?
He just walks off. He doesn't really answer.
Does he have any wounds?
No.
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
Yeah. Take a walk forward and see like from where he came from, and like.
Okay. So you guys walk up the governmental building, and start walking inside, and you see Relic walking out.
Relic.
Relic?
Where's the Raven?
You now see, as you say that, on the floor, right near Relic, is Raven, who's clearly been stabbed and is clearly dead.
Bludgy finished him.
Oh. It didn't. Bludgy's his, right? Or Bludgy was his son, right?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I
okay.
think that's
Well,
why Bludgy was in a bit of a mood when we just saw him.
Right. Okay. All right. I look over at Wex. I think we're done here. Right. I mean, there's a few people that are left over, but I think we're done here.
I think, I can't tell. I know what you guys are doing in your quest. I can't tell who's left, but yeah, it looks like that Fear Guard. I mean, everyone went back through the portal, and hopefully they're with the collector's crystal now.
Yeah.
But so that means that we have to go to the next step, and unfortunately, things just kind of get harder from here.
All right. But in order to get to the next step, we should have the rod, and we're really hoping that Bludgy has the rod. Right. That's what our fingers are crossed on.
Yeah, we need it. So hopefully he does have it.
All right. Did anybody see which way he went?
He went down that street over there, didn't he?
You guys look down the street. You see he's not trying to go too far. He's walking slow, and he's also just kind of looking around and things like that. We have Patreon reroll coming in from Evan, and it's for Brooke. And Evan says he missed you, Brooke.
Thank you so much, Evan. Thank you, man. I miss
Evan,
you
also
too.
your collector's luck is still active, so that is still active for this episode.
All right.
I'm gonna
All
go. Why don't you guys talk to Bludgy, and I'll go get Abyssia.
Good idea.
Disappears.
Tony, there's two things I want to do before I leave here. So I'll let them go talk to Bludgy. And then I'll go.
Okay. So everyone's going. Anyone not going to talk to Bludgy?
I want to check the Raven. See
Me.
if he has anything on him.
All right. So I guess I'm going to talk to Bludgy by myself. Then.
Vin's going too, I think.
Well, no,
No,
I was actually gonna. One of the things I was gonna do was check the Raven, and then the other thing I was gonna do was back downstairs where me and Dan initially fought him.
Okay. Who just said they checked the Raven first? That was Dan?
Uh,
Okay. So Dan walks over to check the Raven. Relic, you walk back over behind him. You see he has that like morning star on him.
Yeah,
And he
well, that was
also
destroyed, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, it is destroyed. Correct. And he also has vials of poison at his side. He has about 7 of them.
Poison.
Yes.
Okay. Do I know exactly what they do? What they are?
You could, being a ranger, you could tell instantly, and you're pretty sure that it's lethal. Not even damage, just like a lethal save versus death poison.
Wow. Okay. I'll take them.
Yeah.
The other thing I want to do was just gather up the parts of the mace, or his morning star rather.
Okay. You do so.
Yeah, and bring him with me.
Okay. So you have the remains of the mace.
Mhm.
Okay, that's what you guys do. Damien, Botorius, what are you doing?
I'm gonna wait there. I'm gonna hold because I don't think I'm the right person to talk to to Budgie right now. And I don't necessarily think he might want to see me either at the moment. So
Gotcha.
I kind of give him his space at the moment for sure.
Okay. We have a Patreon reroll coming in from Derek for whoever gets the movie of the quote first. We're men, manly men, we're men and men in tights.
Man,
Robin Hood.
Yeah, the
I gotta-
answer is in the question.
Well, men in tights. I had it at manly men, by the way.
Yes.
I like the idea of throwing trivia questions out there.
Yeah.
For That's cool.
True.
That is awesome.
That's fun. Okay, let's go over to Brooke. Brooke, you've been paralyzed for a long time, and we're gonna say, because it just makes more sense, that last time Wexel was trying to bring you out of the spell a little bit, but they couldn't get it going.
Okay.
And Tom started to do it, but they were in a rush. They were trying to break the spell, and then obviously Tom was worried about how much magic he was going to need for the coming battle. So they left you there, and you see Wexel show up. Wexel takes his time, drops the shield, and then breaks you out, and all of a sudden you can move again. Hey, how many fingers are holding up?
2. What? 1, 2. What? 3. 1, 2.
2.
2.
You're not very good at this.
Wexel.
How you doing? How you been?
I've been better,
Oh,
but I'm okay. How are you?
I'm
What's happening?
I'm good. We're like in the last part of all this stuff. You know, this is it. It's been a long time for both of us, and but like, you know, finally we get to work together and maybe end this thing. You know. Okay.
Together. Yeah.
Are we whispering?
Wait, hold on one second. Sorry. Excuse me, Tony. I haven't seen Wexel yet, right?
In your paralyzed state, you've been able to see things, but you still haven't been able to talk or express it.
But I could have heard. I heard everything that was.
Yeah, you're aware.
Okay. All right. All right. This is. I don't believe what's happening, Wexel. I really don't.
Okay.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Come with me.
Where is everybody?
I'm going to teleport you to them. You take the Condor takes your hand, and whoosh, you teleport back to the city of Fearguard. And you're looking around, and it's pretty much empty. There are some people around in the distance. You see, there's a lot of destruction here. A lot of damage has been done. You definitely know your party has been here, and in the distance, you see Findalar walking up to Bludgy, who seems to be standing in the middle of like this square. You see Botorius is standing on the steps, and you see Hogar and Relic just walking inside of the big governmental building in the middle. What would you like to do, Brooke? Abyssia?
I'm closest to Tom and Scro.
You're probably closer to Scro and not Tom.
Okay. I describe him and I say, "We did it, Bo. We did it. You guys did this. This is amazing. This is
so glad to
amazing."
see you. I'm glad you're unfrozen.
Yeah. Sometimes you can't get out of his spells. You know, I guess because he was killed. I guess that helped break the spell.
Hearing about what you guys were about to do, I was very hurt that I couldn't go with you and very unsure, but
I think everybody's just going to be glad you're okay. You know, we were kind of concerned.
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you for protecting me.
Do you have the rod by any chance?
Uh-huh.
Do you have the rod, the crystal rod?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Just asking.
I heard you speaking about it. I know, and it's.
I think Finn was going to go talk to Bludgy about it.
Right? Did Hogar say Bludgy had it?
We're not sure. So yeah,
trying
we'll see.
To track it down right now.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna head over to Findalar. Findalar, you woke up to Bludgy. Bludgy just kind of looking out. He still got the sword in his hand.
All right. I kind of, stand next to him, like a few feet away, and look in the same direction. Hey, Bludgy.
I'll be Bludgy.
Nice. Hey, I saw what happened in there. I can't imagine how you feel right now, but thank you.
It's whatever, you know. Sometimes you gotta. Sorry, my voice.
Oh, I was like, are you?
Oh my god!
You.
Relax.
I thought he had like
this that bad of a slip. Relax.
I thought he had
Not
like
that
disguised
far
self or something like that.
You totally
Oh my God.
Wow.
That would have been a wild moment, right?
Yes.
I'm thinking of the fun story that would have been. Their accents are, while different, are somehow very close. Sometimes it happens.
Thank you for what you did, Bludgy. It's no problem.
Hey, got it. Hey, no problem, guys. That would have been the real twist.
That would've been-
Holy shit! Imagine.
oh, it would have been the best.
Oh,
Oh my
the best.
gosh.
Yes. There would have been no story meaning of the heart, no arc, no real anything else, but it would have been fantastic.
Just the sheer surprise. Well, you got it
Yes.
anyway.
Yes.
I feel like my eyes got like 3 times as big.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right.
Okay. Everyone's just laughing. Okay. Well, it's good old Bludgy. I gotta do what you have to do sometimes, eh? Sometimes I had to kill friends. Looks like today I had to kill some family. Had a long time coming to you, I'll tell you. He always pushed me harder and harder to do what he wanted for his gain.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, he was a right bastard to us too, Bludgy. So there's no. Again, all I can say is thank you. I think we did it. We're done here. And we're ready to move on. Are you?
Yeah. Whatever's next.
I gotta ask you a question. I hope you answer. Did you see the rod when you came through? The crystal
I saw
rod.
it. He pulls out a wand and he goes, see a portal opens up. He reaches into it and pulls out the crystal rod, which is this huge, well, it's pretty much a staff now. We're still calling it crystal rod. It's pretty much a staff now, probably about 6 feet tall, and it has like the illustrious, like, pieces on the top of it, everything else in the glowing crystal. And he hands it to you.
Thank you.
I want to put it in the hands of that of the giant, because who knows what he'll do with it.
All right. Well, hopefully I'll use it well. But I have to say, Bludgy, you impressed me more and more. I didn't even know you had.
A father.
I was going to say that you knew how to use a magic wand, but yeah, I didn't know you had. I didn't know your father was around either. That was also true.
Yeah, I found the wands back in Sunken City after the Rhaegar invasion or whatever it was.
Oh, all right. I think it might have been the gun wizard wand, maybe, right? It looks
Maybe.
familiar.
But mine now, though, it don't matter.
That's it. He has no need for it anymore, and you clearly do. So,
I'm pretty good with it too. So
I will be frank with you, and I don't know how the rest of the party feels, but I'll let you know something. I
feels
would
about
be
what?
About what I'm about to say to you. I never, even all the times we fought with each other, and I am sorry the way that it ended the first time, but I never disliked you, and I'm very glad that we're on the same side now. That's all.
Right back at you.
All right. Well, let's find out what new horrors await us the next place we go to.
But he sees the sword. And he walks back with you.
All right. Let's try and find. We go back to everybody else.
Okay.
The rod.
Yeah, it's
You have
it's
it.
quite large. We have it.
Excellent. All right.
Bludgy, what do you do? What do you do?
Relican, and they went inside, and Hogar, they went inside.
Stink bugs. Get in my Logitech camera. That's what I call my eyes.
Sorry.
They stink.
That's
I
tell
call
you.
this a stink eye.
This place is worse and worse every
I just-
moment that we.
I just killed me dad.
It's getting worse.
I just killed me dad. Give me a minute or two.
Yeah. Abyssia. Desperately trying to Abyssia. You're okay.
I am. Thank you.
I'm sorry we couldn't get you out earlier, but I'm glad that you're here now.
No,
Russell
don't
looks over.
apologize.
Well, we could have, but like it just wasn't working out right, you know.
Yeah, we just
Okay.
let's not quibble.
So, can I borrow the staff rod crystal thing?
Yes.
Yes. Wow, looks so different.
I know.
Okay, so here's what we have to do. We have to bring this to near the portal. We're not going to go through because we're going to go the opposite way. So we have to set up the staff. I'm gonna put the staff into like a not stasis, but like a kind of thing like that. And the staff is going to open our way all the way, every single inner plane of existence inside Dragado's crystal, all the way into the center. So we'll have to leave it here, but it's going to be the only thing that's going to let us go through.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Any questions?
Does it help us to get back to, or?
Yeah, it's what's opening a door like a tunnel from here all the way inside because Dragado, his will doesn't want us to come in. So this is the way we're going to push through.
All right.
Is there any way you can protect the staff from being taken or disturbed?
Either one of us stays behind or we trust the field I'm going to put around it. That's pretty much all we could do.
I say trust the field. I feel like everything that we know, what we just did was the easy part, and what comes next is much harder. I feel like we need everybody to succeed.
Stay together.
Okay. So he goes, okay, follow me. So he takes you guys over towards where the vortex is. And the vortex is very high in the sky. He walks over, and as you're walking over there, the vortex actually just moves to where you guys are. Almost like he was moving there by thought, or he brought it over in a sense. When he's there, he puts his hand up and very, very quickly reaches out and grabs like a invisible shade to a window, and then just pulls it down. You see the vortex comes down, Bugs Bunny style, and it's kind of pretty much right there in front of you. Like you can walk into it, maybe about 50 feet away if you wanted to. He then takes the rod, he turns the rod sideways, casts a spell, and you see the rod shoots a light into the vortex, and then shoots a light into the other way. And you see as it's hitting through like just basically like air and nothing, it starts to ripple like reality a bit. And you see the remnants of some sort of portal that you can walk through. He does some other things, a couple of the spells, and he puts all these spells around the rod, and then turns to you guys. Okay, that's it. Now we walk through.
Oh
Right.
boy. All right.
Are Vin and I there, Tony?
Yeah, sorry, I was speeding ahead.
Okay.
So we'll see you guys walk back up, and you walked there. Anything you wanted to do in the meantime?
No, I just wanted to make sure we're not being left behind.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, everyone's together. You guys catch back up together, and the portal opens up. He walks through, and you see him walk into an invisible portal, and he goes, woof, his body ripples, and you see continuously that rod is just floating there in the middle, and light is coming from either side.
All right. I'll follow him.
Is Lucky with us? Because Lucky was with me, right? Did he come?
Lucky is with you. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Follow
All
him,
right.
Maestro.
Yeah, I go through.
Okay, it may not go through. Anybody want to stay behind and protect the crystal staff?
Nope.
Why would we want to do that? I too like to live dangerously.
Okay. So I take
Oh man,
nobody protects it. So
Brookie just
You walk-
came back.
I know. I'm going.
You guys
I'm
walk
up. I'm
through.
up.
You feel some sort of change when you walk through. You feel like reality has shifted, and you definitely feel like a different, I'll say, vibe when you walk through. When you walk through, you're once again in the same kind of world that looks like this endless, rocky, barren terrain, purple sky, but there's something gigantic in front of you, and seemingly in the center of the relevant world in front of you, because the horizons go on for every direction. But in front of you, you see what appears to be this giant fortress, and this fortress seems to be probably about 100 feet high and spans around in a circle around something, which you obviously cannot see. There's huge doors in this fortress. The doors are probably about 40 feet high, and you can see them from here. And the doors are lit. Think of Tron. The doors are actually just like lit like this orange light. And the fortress is like I don't want to say, it's not bluish like Tron, but it's kind of like a purplish Tron.
Ooh. Are we, just to be clear, are we inside the circle fortress or outside?
You're outside.
Okay. How many doors do we see?
Just one giant door.
Okay. Are there any guards?
From here, you can't see as if miles away.
Okay.
Is there a moat?
You do not see a moat from here. You just see barren land. or just rocky terrain.
There's no cover or anything, right? Like, I mean, there's rocks, but like it's pretty wide open.
You could see every direction. There's nothing blocking your sight.
Which means that if anybody's in there, they could see us too. I would surmise.
Have we had any type of rest in between when we last fought and now, or has
No.
it just been straight through? Okay.
Correct. And you definitely are feeling tired.
We're going to need a rest.
Try and rest here, and hopefully no one comes out to attack us.
So what do you guys want to do? You want to rest?
I think it's probably, if we have the opportunity, let's do it now.
I could
Yeah.
definitely use a sit down for a while.
I can use a rest.
I'm ready to go, but I'll chill out with all you guys.
I'm
Abyssia,
you have-
ready to go.
Abyssia, you have the con.
I just run around.
Yeah,
I run around
exactly.
everybody.
I have extra energy. Hey, you sleeping? Hi, I'm still up.
Does it sound like water?
I think it does. Okay, so you guys sit down in a corner. Wexel makes like a fire out of magic, and you guys are all sitting around the fire. And this is a rare moment for you guys who have just kind of gotten back together, and probably one of the first real downtimes of that. You've had a few rest actually situations, but not with all of you. So you guys can role play. Go ahead.
I'll go sit next to Bludgy for a minute.
Okay.
Hey,
Well,
Bludgy.
he's got a dagger out, and he's picking the dirt out of his nails.
Okay. Hey, Bludgy.
Hey.
Listen, I just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
I know you had your reasons for doing what you did back there, but you helped us. Thank
I
you.
didn't do it for any of you. I did it because he deserved it.
I know. Regardless, it still helped us. So thanks.
Sure. Good old Bludgy does what he's told.
And thanks for handing over the rock, too.
Yep.
All right. Need anything?
Maybe a little quiet.
All right. I'll leave you to it then. See you later. And I'll walk over to Abyssia.
Abyssia is standing up and looking around, probably
Oh,
at their
God.
fortress.
Oh, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Thank you so much.
It's good to have you back.
It's good
Did
to
you
be back.
Did you think we'd ever be back together like this?
Gotta say, no. Not like this. In my dreams, we were, but not like this. No.
Yeah. It's good to be back with everyone, but at the same time, it feels like, I don't know, we're doing something that we already did.
Feels like a nightmare.
A nightmare. Why do you say that?
What I experienced earlier with Hensho and messed with my mind so badly, Hogar. It's been like a nightmare.
How long were you in there for? Like, from your
don't-
perspective?
It felt like a very long time.
Yeah.
Ages.
Wow.
Ages. I watched This'll get torn apart, Hogar.
Thistle.
I left him. I left him. It's been a nightmare.
Well, you know that wasn't you, Abyssia. It was Dragano. He was just trying to get the best of you. Now, you know he can't touch the best of you, though.
That's right. The best of me is right here,
Yeah.
right in front of me.
Listen, if it
Together.
helps, I kind of saw all this from a different perspective not too long ago. I was kind of, a little disturbed at the fact that we had to go through this whole thing all over again. But then when you think about what Super Farmer has been through and
Yes.
some of the ancients that helped us have been through,
Yes.
they've seen quest after quest after quest. And they've saved their people. They saved Andaria time and time again.
That
So
is
we're
the
just-
truth.
We're just doing what we need to do one more time. And as many times as Andaria needs us, we'll be there.
That's right.
So we'll do it again.
Yes, we will.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hogar.
All right, I'm gonna get some rest.
You go ahead. I'm just gonna whittle a boat out of some wood.
Cool. I lay down.
Anybody else with a role play? Finn?
I just want to kind of like study the pieces of the Morning Star. Not the Morning Star. The what's it called?
Yeah.
Yeah, was it Morning Star? Yeah, it was a Morning Star. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just want to see if it has any like magical energy left in it or anything like that. Or
You believe it does have magical energy left into it.
okay.
Relic also told Hogar earlier that he had a really funny joke he wanted to share.
I can't remember.
rest-
Man.
Oh, yeah.
I would honestly share it if I could remember it. It's driving me insane. I actually was looking for it before to see if I could find it.
Wow.
There's no
Tony,
time for jokes, man.
I swear to you, if I find it before the episode, I will tell it to you.
Okay, so you guys finally get to sleep. You rest. Brooke, you rest a little bit. Lots of time goes by. I think you guys actually doing a full long rest. You guys are rested for like,
I need to.
8 hours. So you guys are sleeping and chilling out. Wexel is like playing with like little lights between his hands to kind of keep himself busy. And Bludgy is basically just in and out of sleep, walking around a bit, things like that. After about 8-9 hours, you guys start getting up, and you can tell everyone's pretty much ready to go. Okay, listen. So I know a little bit of this. Basically, from this point, as I'm told, it's going to be, we're actually going to see a representation. Everything, right, as you know, like in this place, is all about the mind, right? So we're going to see a representation of like a purple, like an amethyst, or like a purple crystal, and touching that crystal will allow us to get into the next part of the realm. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how many are left. It could just be this one and one more, or no more. I don't know. But every time we do, if we reach there, if all of us go through, or really all of you guys go through, because you have the light on you, it'll connect the rod from the last plane to this plane. And that's it. It's just light passing through from there to here. So we got to keep going. The tunnel will keep making the way for us. We keep pushing the light further and further until we get to the center. And then I'll have more news for you at that point, which is going to be very exciting.
Oh, good. Oh, good. So we just have to.
That's very optimistic.
I can tell you now if you wanted to know, but I figured you kind of want the bad news in pieces.
Yeah, let's take it step by step. So somewhere inside that fortress, we think is a amethyst crystal. We all have to touch it, and that'll lead us to the next level. We don't know how many levels there are until we get to the Tootsie Roll center of this Tootsie Pop.
And it's one big Tootsie Roll.
What's a Tootsie Roll?
It's a chronomancy thing, but it just means
the candy that they have in the chronomancy tower.
It's delicious.
I made a song about it. No, I'm not going to sing it.
All right. Does anyone, I don't know, have any ideas about how we're going to get in or through?
I have an idea. How about we start walking towards it? And he just gets up and starts walking towards it.
Fair enough.
As he's walking, you see him teleporting forward, just kind of walking by this. Not that he's using any magic. He's just kind of walking there, and his thought is propelling him forward fast.
I gotcha. All right. Well, let's try and catch up. I try and think myself to be abreast with him. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys start walking forward, and within literally minutes, you guys are you cross a vast difference, and you're standing a couple hundred feet in front of this giant fortress. On top of the fortress, you see the same kind of creatures that you fought in the collector's realm. They're like these grueling gray, just like half demonic, like seems like these soulless creatures, and they're just kind of like walking along the battlements on top. You also see humanoids up there, and these look like citizens that might be from Andaria, and they look like they're manning the wall also. Up there on total, there's got to be thousands of creatures that are all on top.
And can they not see us, or like, are we out of eye shot range?
You believe that if they can see you, they definitely do, because you're not behind any sort of cover.
Do we see them reacting to us in any way?
No reactions. Richard Wild, one of our Patreon members, wants me to remind you that you are able to travel out of the crystal at any time because of your ranger abilities, your guardian abilities.
Oh, right.
He's just reminding you.
Okay. Thank you, Richard.
Wexel seems to be studying the area. You see Bludgy kind of at this point is kind of just like looking at you guys and looking up and not really sure how to proceed. You guys can roleplay.
Do I see any I don't know, like archers or ballistas or anything that looks like it's going to come and shoot at us?
Yes, some people up there you could tell do have bows and arrows up there.
All right, and it's about 200 feet up, you said, right? No, we're 200 feet away.
Yeah, no, it's about 100 feet up.
They're 100 feet.
Okay.
Tony,
And then-
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry. No.
Can I sense what the humanoids are feeling? Do they have anything that I can hone in on?
Roll. Give me a d20. Add your will.
Okay. That is a 40. 40.
40. What's your will? That's incredible.
21.
Nice. Okay, so you kind of feel out for 1 second. You're kind of up there with them. I'll let you ask me 3 different questions as you're kind of feeling all their thoughts. You're not really up there, but it's almost like
Trying to give the poor girl a heart attack
Just
because you almost succeeded.
yeah, you're up there in like a
do that in
ghostly.
shock.
You're up there in like a ghostly apparition for a second, feeling everybody's feelings. Okay, you can ask me 2 questions, yes or no.
Okay. Are they controlled by Dragano?
No, they're not controlled.
Are they souls that were from Andaria?
Yes.
Can
Okay, good. If you have a question, if you just make another d20 roll if you want to ask another question.
didn't you say I had 3 questions to ask you?
I was saying, I think I said 2. Did I say 3? I think I said 2.
Yeah, I thought you said 3.
I think you said 3, Tony.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
I'm almost positive you said 3.
Okay, ask one more.
Do I know that if we break them from the fear, we can get through this?
Do I know if you break through the fear?
If we
Say it
break
again?
them from their fear.
No, you don't know. And they don't seem afraid.
Okay. Not controlled. Okay, so I go back and I relay that to everyone else.
Okay, everyone else knows.
Okay.
You can role play, guys.
So they're
not-
willingly working for Dragano then.
They're not afraid.
I mean, if they're up on the battlements with the creatures that we fought previously, and you're telling us they're not afraid and they're not being controlled, that leads me to believe that they're willingly working with Dragano.
We know from years ago, there were people who worshipped Dragano, cultists and such.
That is very true.
That's right. The cultists.
You know them fairly well. All right.
Haha.
Well, just
No,
saying.
I know Dragano's cultists. I wasn't friendly with Dragano's cultists. Let's very clear about that.
I may be the quartermaster, but I'm not above cheap shots. So, all right. Can anybody fly up there and get a look and see like what we're dealing with, or if there's what's behind this door? If we get through it, I can make you invisible.
You can
I
make me
could
invisible,
fly
I'll
up-
fly. Yeah. Of
You
course.
think it's a good idea? I mean, I feel like we can get through this door, but I don't want to get through this door and then there's, hundreds of thousands of bad guys on the other side.
I don't feel it's wise that we full on assault this place either. I mean, there is what? 6 of us? 7? Right, 6? Wait, 2, 4, 6, 7. 7. And there's how many of them?
I mean, I could probably take. There's a lot of them. Our energy would be better spent not killing them.
That's my exact point. I know we could take a lot of them. That's not my worry. I think the smartest idea would be get in quietly if we can.
You see Wexel. I'm sorry. Okay.
And advance as far as we can before we have to go
Right.
and assault.
You see Wexel turns around, and you haven't really paid attention to him for a while. And he turns around, and his eyes aren't in his sockets.
Oh, no.
What?
And he
Oh,
goes,
no.
"Oh, I think I found a way."
What? What? What?
Are you okay?
Run over to him.
Waxel?
What's the matter? I think I found a way. Are you looking at me?
Where are your eyes?
That's creepy.
I kind of turned to Hogar. Is that a thing you humans can do normally?
I'm not a human.
Well,
All of a sudden, you see two eyes from different directions come in. And they go,
Oh,
Whoa,
oh,
so
that's quite a trick.
stings. Yeah, so there's on both sides, it looks like it's symmetrical, probably about a mile down. There's some sort of opening in the sides.
all right.
It's like halfway up though.
Okay.
Is it guarded?
No, the top is guarded, but not the opening. It seems like there's some sort of door there, but it looks like it's in like a tunnel or something.
the question
Okay.
is, will they see us entering if we fly up there?
We can cast invisibility.
Yeah, and I'll what I can do is I'll cast an illusion of us here, so that it looks like we're still here, so we don't just turn invisible.
Oh, I like that.
All right. All right. Let's do it. All right. Okay.
Okay,
Looks like
everyone.
you can turn
Okay.
people invisible, right?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I think I can too.
I
I
guess-
can as well.
All right. You guys do the invisibility. I'm going to do the illusion.
I'll take care of visibility. Relic.
Sounds-
Everyone turns invisible.
And yet you still see us just a little bit in front.
Wow. Why didn't anyone tell me my ass is so big?
So
What movie is that from?
Oh wow, I don't know. I don't know that one.
yeah, sure you don't.
Fan challenge. I know you know.
That was challenging.
That's a fan challenge. What movie? For 50 experience points if you have a character. What movie?
And if you don't know it, you lose 50 experience points.
Oh wow.
Come on.
Okay, so you guys he shows you where it is, and you guys do the fast travel thing, then you get there pretty quickly. And you see halfway up is this circle, and apparently you could see like drips, because apparently water is actually coming out of the same area sometime. So there's some sort of like waste pipes or something, but it's like halfway up on the wall.
I don't care how bad it smells. I said, get in there.
All right. Let's reverse Shawshank it. Let's do it.
Reverse Shawshank.
Shangshaw.
Oh, what
Uh,
an interesting smell you've discovered.
it's we're just talking quotes the rest of the night.
Okay,
Okay.
so you guys are heading in.
Yep.
Okay, using fly.
Yeah, I'll cast it on everyone who can't fly by themselves. Right, which is
Do we need to, or can we just kind of like imagine
Trudge
ourselves up
through?
there and it happens?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
We might not need to. Is my point? Yeah,
Okay, who's imagining himself? Raise your hand.
I will try doing it first. Being
Okay.
that I
We
suggested.
don't know what's inside of it to actually imagine it, or does that matter?
No, you don't know what's inside, but you could imagine yourself right outside
Up
of it.
there. Yeah.
Okay, so Relic, roll d20, add your will.
Oh god.
The ones is 20 still, right?
Yes.
Oh!
Wow, save.
So 35.
For this coming in from Richard Wild, has Hogar actually tried to contact the ones outside the crystal? Wouldn't this be a great time to seek some advice on what is happening? So let me give it last idea. I'm not gonna accept any more comments about that, because then it's turning into a metagame. It's basically trying to prod you into looking outside. But although I don't know if you'd be doing that right now in the middle of a possible dungeon entrance.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm sorry. So what was your reroll?
Well, no, the ones are 20s, right? Is that what?
Oh,
it was?
so it's an natural 20. Okay. So you're
35
right.
total.
You're right on the ledge of this circle. There is a door there. It's more of like a release hatch that like a gnome might build. So there's no handle on the door or anything else. It just opens and closes.
Okay, I will try to open it then.
Okay. Because you're a suit of armor, you have the strength to do this. You pry your hands in and go, and you break it. The thing spirals up open. Very much like the chambers dropping Luke out of Bespin.
All right.
Mm.
Awesome.
Yeah. I was doing the alien from the third one. What's the name of that guy? Squirrel, you know the name of that guy?
Oh.
Yeah. That guy.
The guy, like Lando's co-pilot.
Yes, Lando's co-pilot.
That's
Neum Noom?
Num.
Neum Noom.
Ninum, yeah.
Ninum. Good old Ninum.
Celestian.
Is that Celestian?
Celestian.
Oh, he's a Celestian. Okay.
Oh man.
So whoever is gonna do the same thing that Relic did, make a roll is will check.
Okie dokie.
Here goes nothing.
24.
24. You will yourself up there and you're standing right next to him.
Good idea, Relic.
If any strength we can.
Anybody else?
I guess I could try it.
Okay.
You
Roll,
can
roll.
try it.
You can try anything you like.
All right. I'll give it a shot. Here we go.
Derek Luxon, you're correct. It is Spaceballs. Spaceballs?
17.
There goes the planet. 17. Okay, you appear like a foot or two off, and whoa, and you grab the ledge and you're holding on.
Oh,
It's just like here's the point, the POV.
Do we know he's there or not?
Yeah, you see him. Oh no, he's invisible. No, you don't.
Oh no.
But you got the strength. Try to pull yourself up. Give me a strength check.
Do we hear him at all?
Yeah.
You hear something, but in the first round, you're not gonna know what's happening.
Okay.
22 unnatural.
Okay, you pull yourself up. You hear him groaning. Go ahead, Botorius. Give me some groans.
I actually step into the tunnel a little bit so that the next people that come have some sort of a landing space.
It's me. It's me. I'm here.
Step in. So
right.
if anybody else
I'm
comes,
moving
they don't fall off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
almost know.
walking.
I almost know.
Yeah, I'll do it too.
Okay. Bissy, a roll. Wexel and Bludge, you make it.
all right. I'll
Ones
do
are
it.
20s.
Yes.
41.
that was a 1.
That was a 1.
But
Wow.
welcome to my world, Brooke.
Okay, you make it in.
I rolled a 23.
A 23. Okay, you were in.
All right. I am not pulling myself off. That's not happening. All right. What do we see?
Okay, so you guys are all there in this tunnel. This whole tunnel is circular and it follows the same size of this door. The door is probably about 6 feet around and it just continues its way in and it's closed on all sides. So it's like a chute. You guys just start walking. Who is walking in the front?
I'll go first.
Okay, Hogar pushed himself into the front and you start taking lead.
We're moving. All right.
Are we staying invisible for this, or should we?
Um,
I'm putting
I
this
think
out to everybody.
I think we better not to. Like it's dark. There's no light in here. It's dark anyway, right? Like this.
So actually, it is kind of dim that you can see. It's almost like the whole place is lit.
Okay.
Like by its walls, it's like a glow.
Is this like a sewage pipe? Is there like sewage or
There is remnants of
wastewater
it,
at the bottom?
yes, there are remnants, but not much.
All right. Yeah,
Oh.
I just make myself visible.
Do we stay invisible or not? That is. What does everybody think?
I would like to be able to see you.
Then that is the answer, and I turn visible.
Me too.
You're invisible. Okay. Okay. So you are visible, and you guys continue to walk to the end. You guys walk through. You don't see anything strange here. You do see the remnants of some kind of like water or waste or whatever it is that they're doing. You're not really understanding. You get to a point where you reach a junction, and this junction goes left, it goes right, and it goes up. What would you like to do?
Smell the air.
There you go.
Okay.
Does it any way smell worse?
Left and right.
Less
smell
worse.
That's all right, smaller. Am I able to sense anything down either way?
No. No.
Wexel, do you think you could use your eyes for this?
Yeah. He looks down. I don't see anything.
He shoots 1-1.
Wexel.
But I'm.
Oh, the eye thing.
Oh, I look away.
He goes, and the eyes come out and they bang into each other. Oh, so sorry. they go the other ways.
Jeez.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
You know what? I just realized I can do that too.
Oh, you can? You should do it because it makes me dizzy.
Oh, God.
You just stand
You
there,
can
no
do
eyes.
it. You're. What would fly out of you?
I don't know. I haven't done it yet.
I wish I could see that. Don't do it till like my eyes come back.
What's the name of that spell, Wexel?
It might be like floating eye. I don't know. I don't think about the names. I just know how to cast them.
Okay. How about fly's eyes? Let's call it fly's eyes.
Lies.
Nah,
High flies.
no.
How about my flying eyes?
No, I don't like it. I don't want to name it anything. I just like the way it is.
Will you stop distracting the man?
All right.
Flies have different eyes, Hogar. They're so different than us. It doesn't even make any sense.
Like what?
Flies. Their eyes are so different.
Well, your eyes,
Right?
flies. They fly.
But flies' eyes are so different.
No, I mean your eyes are
Are-
flying.
Right.
Flying eye.
Are we still doing this?
I hope not.
Yeah, yes, Wexel.
He, Wexel's eyes went left and right. Correct.
Yes.
All right.
This is one of those moments I look forward to when we watch the movie.
Have to wait for the eyes to come back before we can do anything.
Does anyone want to
Might as
go
well
up
fill
the central?
silence.
Does anybody who's like I don't know, sneaky or light on their feet or?
I gotta bring my eyes back. It just looks like it's the same thing. It just keeps going around the fortress.
All right. Let's try the center one and see where it goes.
Not me,
When you say-
right?
when you say it goes
I'll wait
up,
for
it
your
goes-
eyes to come back.
Okay.
When you say it goes up, it goes like vertically up, not up as in like forward, right?
Vertical.
Okay.
Like a sewer
goes
cap.
sh-
Like it goes up to like a sewer cap or something.
Yeah, theoretically. His eyes come back. Oh man. Okay.
And I try not to look at Abyssia right now. I feel like it's very awkward that he could just like take his eyes out and put them back in.
Yeah.
You know.
What? Let's go.
All right.
I'm just kind of seeing like Steve Buscemi's character from
from Mr. Deeds.
bobbling around his head.
All right.
now.
Is there like a ladder on the upshoot?
No.
No, just a 6 foot wide circle. We kind of have to
Yeah.
wedge ourselves like spider crawl up.
Yep.
All right. I will cast Spider Climb. I'm gonna take a look up, see what I see.
Just yourself?
Yeah, I want to scout up, see what's there first.
Okay, you make your way up, climbing up using spider climb, and you look around and you see that it opens up into a wider tunnel, and this one is a lot wider actually. It's probably about 20 feet wide, and it continues on forward, but now there's like offshoots of it apparently on the left and right. If you walk forward and keep going up there, I'll give you more information. That's what you see for now.
Pour my down. All right. It looks like this might be the way to go. There's definitely, it's a wider tunnel. It's got a lot of offshoots. I can get us all up, but then I won't be able to do a lot else. Can anybody else get up?
I can grab.
How far up is it?
Yeah, does it look climbable?
What was it about? Tony, you said it was about what? 20 feet up, 30 feet up. I'm sorry.
20 feet. Oh, yeah.
That I climbed up.
Right.
About 30 feet.
Yeah, about 30 feet. There's no handholds. It's like this, except straight up. So it's just a circular pipe. I don't know if you're got enough wingspan to reach both sides.
Can I fly up, Tony, and carry Bo?
Does anybody have a rope?
Yes, you can
climb?
fly. So with Abyssia, you guys don't have to do the leg work. She can bring you up one by one.
Bring everybody up.
Okay, so you guys get
Is
up.
she gonna be able to lift me?
Good point. You'll have to cast something.
I'll just fly myself up, or I'll. Damn it. Yeah, I'll just fly myself up.
Okay. You fly yourself up.
Metal
You get to the top, and make sure you take the spell points off.
Mm-hmm.
You probably could have brought yourself to the top just by thought, also.
Yeah, that's right.
Still thinking two-dimensionally. Man, we're like Marty. It's like Back to the Future 3. Still doesn't figure it out yet. All right. So we're up now. The tunnel continues in the direction that we were traveling forward with a
Yep.
bunch of offshoots. It's much
Yep.
wider, you said.
It's about 20 feet wide, and there's consistent offshoots probably about every 15 feet. You guys start walking forward, and you're not really sure what's on the sides, but it's kind of like it looks like it goes into darkness, and you could hear like running water, and you're not sure what's actually in those offshoots.
What's the smell like here?
It's about the same. It isn't great.
Describe the smell in detail.
Okay. A stinky shoe plus a banana peel plus another shoe like that.
Is there any cheese
And
cheese
I'm gonna-
smell?
I'm going to go ahead and add in a third shoe.
Basically, it smells like a locker
Is
room.
it wet? A wet shoe?
Yes.
One wet shoe, two dry
Yes.
shoes.
What?
Yes.
All right.
Shoe?
And then one poop.
Okay, that's really the
Just one.
pièce de resistance. So,
Just
all
the
right.
Smelly dungeon.
I'm starting to get the hankering to cook something up for you boys.
Ooh. A little hobo stew. All right. So the offshoots are dark. This main passageway still has that kind of like ambient dim light in it though, right?
Yes.
And it goes forward as far as we can see, or it branches out, or it stops again. Or...
It goes forward pretty far. Into what is seemingly dark now, but if you walked forward, obviously you'd start to be able to see again.
All right. Yeah, I move forward.
You guys walk forward. You probably walk for about 10 minutes, and you hear someone walking toward you. All of a sudden, you see someone come up, and they're wearing all sorts of like It looks like a duster, but very dirty. And he has a hat on, like covering his ears, and a lot of dirt on his face. We believe he's half elf. He's got to be in his 20s. And he kind of walks. He has gloves on too. He kind of walks up. And he stops, and he's like, "Hello."
Hello.
I don't want any trouble. I'm just gonna turn around, okay?
No.
No.
Yes.
We don't want any trouble either, but don't move.
Oh, okay. I won't move.
He's moving.
No,
Nice,
I'm,
Bo.
No, really.
no, I'm not moving.
I go after him.
Go grab.
No, I'm right here.
Stop.
I'm
Just
not
stop.
Don't even go anywhere.
I grab him. Bring him back.
Who are you gonna grab?
No! He got away. Oh.
Tried to go over there, but I couldn't. Fine.
Just more pipe.
Just more pipe. I came back.
Just more crap pipe.
Okay, you walk up to him. He doesn't get very far. He walks like 10 feet back. He tries to go. Hogar, you grab him easily.
All right, well, what do we do now?
Don't know.
Let me go.
Oh, I mean, we can't do that.
Oh,
Listen,
yeah.
where are we?
The sewer.
Okay, what is this place? What is this fortress?
It's for okay, the fortress. Yeah, it's Dragano's fortress. This is like his like bastion of protection. And all we have people in here, like they got to do is protect him and make sure he's safe from whatever it is he got to be safe from. I don't know.
Right.
Is he here?
He's everywhere.
Oh, like okay.
Yeah. So
What are you doing in the sewers?
Are you?
Come on
Depends on
now.
who you are. Are you like the
Tell us.
The guards? Are you
what
working
you
with the
doing there?
guards?
Just be honest.
Oh,
Be honest.
the honesty route. Oh,
Just do it. Just tell us. You want to, get out of this.
just trying to get some parts.
Parts. I don't see no parts in here. What makes you think there's parts here?
Well,
Parts for what?
there's not parts here. There's parts inside.
Parts for what?
But you weren't going inside. You were coming this way.
Right. I'm coming out.
What's your name?
But what you got? Where's your parts?
Okay. So my name is Pendler, and I didn't get any parts. I wasn't successful.
Hi, Pendler.
So I'm just
What are you
leaving.
trying to get parts for?
I'm having a problem with my bike.
He's not telling us everything. He's not being honest. I asked him to be honest. I don't think he's being honest.
Okay.
Pendler, you're having a problem with your bike.
Yeah. 5 stars from Garrett Taylor. 1 reroll for Tony for that masterful description of the shoe banana poop set.
Yes.
See, guys, that's how you earn a reroll.
Right.
True.
Marking it down.
Thank you.
Pendler, you live in this fortress or you live outside?
Nope.
No. That was an either or question. Do you live
I don't
in
live.
the fortress?
I don't live in the fortress.
You live
I
outside?
live in the outskirts.
All right. You try and sneak in here, get parts for your bike.
Yeah.
To do what?
Travel.
Here? Where are you going to travel?
To other towns?
Got here without a bike.
No, my
And
bike's
you're looking-
outside.
What kind of parts are you looking for your bicycle, Pendler?
A bicycle.
How'd you get all the way up here?
What kind of bike?
I don't know. I just kind of built it. I don't know what kind of bike it is. It's a good bike.
All right.
Even if he's got a bike, how did he get all the way up here?
I climbed.
That's some climb.
Can I put my hands down?
No.
Yeah. Oh, all right. All right, peddler. You're from the outskirts of this fortress. You snuck in here to get parts for your bike to make it better, so you could travel to more places.
Well, it's not running really. It's not running good. It's very, very slow.
What does it run on?
Red rock and rubies, I think.
So by parts, do you mean you're looking for some crystals?
Well, I'm not looking for them right now, but yeah, eventually I'll need them. Need more rubies.
And you know there are crystals in this fortress.
I'm not I mean, I guess it's crystals in this fortress. Yeah, I haven't tried yet. I'm just trying to get parts for the bike. That's it.
All right. I don't know. I'm sorry. The person who normally knows about building stuff here isn't here right now, so I don't.
I'm gonna put my hands down. They're tired.
Okay. All right.
Handler, maybe he can help us look for the amethyst. Maybe he can help us find it.
Sure.
The amethyst?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You said the amethyst, so you clearly know what we speak of.
I thought you said the amethyst.
All right. Wanna you sneak in here a lot?
Yeah.
And you get all right. What's up this tunnel?
Well, there's a small little like a way area for the guards. They don't, if you kind of, as long as you're not there on the hour, you're fine to go up there, and you can walk around the battlements above, and they usually don't pay attention to the tunnels.
All right. Okay. I'll tell you
Charles
what.
Morrison is screaming insight check.
Is there anyone that can see if he's telling the truth? Can I sense if if his energy is off or?
That doesn't apply. You'd have to give me an ability that you can tell the truth.
Okay. No. What about like reading the crowd? Is that considered? That's just.
Steven has them. I'm right with you because that's coming soon. What'd you say, Brooke?
Reading the crowd, is that not a I guess that doesn't apply to being able to.
What does it say?
Just says read the crowd.
Yeah, you have to check out the ability in depth. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know who you guys are, but it seems like you're new here. So if you're not going to arrest me, I don't think that you work for the fortress, right?
We are in the interest of protecting everybody. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
And what we could use is somebody who knows how to navigate these tunnels and get us into the fortress without any sort of guard interference. You seem like Providence sent. So if you help us, what can we do to help you?
I just need to get parts for my my speeder bike. Then once I get outside, if I can fix it, then I can get out of here.
You guys use money here? Is that still something that?
Some people have money. They have gold. Food is usually good.
All right, I can give you food.
Yeah,
I can give you money.
I'll take food.
Okay, you help us, I'll give you food.
Okay.
All right.
What do I gotta do?
Get us in past the guards.
Oh, and then what?
We have to find there's apparently, I hear a rumor on the streets, an amethyst crystal inside this fortress. We have to find it.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, okay, let's go.
I look at everybody else. I'm like,
So he turns around and he starts walking back the way he came. You got everybody following him?
Yeah, I guess so.
Hmm.
I'll
Yeah.
follow.
Yeah.
I don't like this guy one bit.
Nope, me neither.
He looks like some filthy thief.
Takes one to know one.
Shut up.
He might be, but that doesn't mean that our interests can't intersect.
Into what?
A common goal.
Why don't you just say that?
Oh, sorry. We might
You guys-
just have a common goal here.
You guys walk forward. And
You don't say it again.
he comes up to the bottom of what seems to be some sort of like sewer cap, and he waits. He's waiting. He's listening. All of a sudden, he goes up and he opens it, twists it, and he actually grabs. It's not a sewer cap regularly. He actually grabs these two handles. He twists them around, and the thing like opens up in the middle, and then he pops up out.
Like a
Who goes
hatch.
outside with him?
Wexel's eyes.
Yeah.
Because guys, you better hurry.
All right, I go.
I go.
Yep. I'll follow.
Fine, I go. Damn it.
That's it.
Everybody else is going. I'm in.
Okay, so you guys just get through. Everybody goes up there and you start walking. It's like just walk naturally. Just walk naturally. You guys start walking and you're on top of the
I'm just gonna whatever. All right. I'll walk naturally.
Okie dokie.
Real casual.
Do-do-do-do-do.
I belong. So you guys start walking on top of this giant wall, and inside you see this huge city. And this city, it looked how you could describe it is basically it looks like it's built by gnomes, and there's turning wheels and sprockets and all sorts of things. And in it though is all different races and species and such. And 1,000 stars from Ryan Milner. Rerolls for the two highest rollers.
Boy,
Ooh.
10.
15.
5.
7.
5.
10.
15 and 10 gets it.
Oh, shit. Thank you, Ryan.
Wow. Nice.
Ryan Milner, awesome. Thank you.
God.
Thank you, Ryan.
So inside again, it looks like this whole place must have been built by gnomes. You see there's a lot of like canisters with fires coming out of them. People are just kind of chilling out around it. And you're walking above and you see all these creatures are up there and there's people is manning the walls. All of the people's weapons look kind of unique. And again, it looks very Tronish. Looks like they're glowing.
Are any of these people gnomes?
Some are gnomes.
And does it look like gnomish technology that they have?
That's the best thing that you could think of, yes.
Like, is there any type of like anything's in particular that are interesting there, like gnomish inventions? Anything that we've never seen before, things we don't understand?
Well, the weapons and armor look unique and strange to you.
Do they look magical?
Yes.
The armor's glowing the same as the weapons?
In some cases.
Does it look, I know you said it's like a Tronish glow, but does it resemble like the glow of a crystal? I guess if it's gnomish, then.
Yes.
Okay.
So you guys are walking along the top of this wall, and no one's saying anything to you. No one's stopping you, and he's just walking in front. finally, you come to like these huge, giant stairs. The stairs are probably about 100 feet wide, and just starts walking down them, and it brings you right into like the center of this fortress.
Are we start to get the impression that this is like a city?
It seems something like that.
Okay.
This is like finding this thing's like a needle in a haystack. Right? Is there anything like in this the center thing that looks like a center building, like a more fortified center of this fortress?
There is like a cylindrical tower that is super. It's like a cylinder just going up, and you see these giant sprockets. It must be about 100 feet around, are just rotating around like all around the center of it, like as if the fortress is a giant mechanism for something else.
How tall is that cylinder?
It's got to be about a couple hundred feet in the air.
Would it compare in height to like the collector's crystal or the Red Knight's crystal that we've seen?
Yes.
In height.
Yes.
So the cogs are in the middle of the fortress or the middle of the cylinder?
The cogs are in the center of the fortress, like on the ground, close to the ground. And you hear like the gears running sideways, like,
and they're
moving around.
rotating around the cylinder.
Yes.
Okay.
I tap him on the shoulder and I just, what's that?
Oh, you tap him?
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, that's the great machine."
Oh, of course, the great machine. Yes, and that does what exactly?
I don't really know. I think maybe it powers the fortress, or I know it has something to do with. It's important to the city. I don't really know.
Oh, man.
If I had to guess, I know where I'd be looking first for this thing that we're looking for. It matches the same height as the others.
Okay. All right. Can you take us close to the great machine?
Yeah,
it might be the great machine.
Right.
If from above, can you see into the cylinder?
You don't know because you're not above.
Do we?
It's taller than the wall was that we came out of.
Right.
Right. That's what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we? What were the purposes of the amethyst crystals? Back on, I'm just trying to remember.
They're scrying. You're able to scry with them.
Amethyst was just scrying. There was nothing else.
It's basically stuff of the mind.
I mean, that's probably where we got to go.
Yeah. Well.
So.
Even if it's not, just to see that in person, it's probably pretty impressive.
Is there an entryway?
You start looking for something. You do see like that there are buildings near the cylinder, the vertical cylinder. That's the only thing you could think of. There's also lots. It's also heavily guarded, and there's also different people that look like they're working on machinery, just walking around back and forth near it.
I turn to the kid. Do you know of any way to get into that building?
That building there, I don't know. It's guarded, so there's no windows on it, so not really.
Do the sewer pipes lead into any of the other facilities other than just the walls?
No, the sewer is usually just manage the water from the top.
Have you ever been in there?
In what, those buildings?
Yeah.
No. I haven't. I've been just at the marketplaces and such. And sometimes by the machinery stuff, sometimes parts fall off of it. You guys seem very confused. I don't understand. Where are you from?
Just came from Fearguard,
Where's Fearguard?
a long way away.
Never heard of it.
Heard of Andaria?
No.
Yeah, it's
Is Andaria near Fearguard?
no,
No.
it's not really.
Even further.
Yeah. We've been traveling for a long time.
I haven't seen much of the world, so I wouldn't know.
Hopefully, when this is all done, you'll get your bike and be able to see, I don't know, something different.
Maybe. So what else do you need me to do?
All right. I guess I don't know. Get us as close as we can get to this thing. Is there anything we should know about the guards here? Like what happens when you step out of line, that sort of a thing.
If you're
You seem to be
caught,
very
if you're caught stealing or doing anything that's against Drogano or the laws here, they throw you down to the machine rooms. I don't know much more than that. I don't want to see it.
right.
Pendler, do you have any special abilities?
I could do some close up magic.
You can? Do you enjoy magic?
Yeah, I used to do when I was younger. That's about it. I got a quick hand, That's pretty much it. I could, I'm good with a couple of technical things. I'm able to fix my bike. It gets me around.
Okay. All right. I give him a couple of days of rations that I have.
Okay, he's like, oh wow, this is great.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks. Be safe.
Okay, you too. He puts it in his pockets. You see him walking around. He seems to be looking around, looking for more parts and stuff on his way out.
Thank you, Pendler.
See ya.
What do you think? Andaria. Your bets about whether he rats us out in like 5 minutes or not. I don't know. I trusted him.
Either way.
Pretty good.
Either way, we can't just stroll into those buildings. So we're gonna have to try to sneak in, or I don't know, get somebody else to get us in there.
Well, yeah. I mean, he seemed to not have any idea how to do that. I do
Right.
feel like a lot of us stick out like sore thumbs here.
Yep.
Well, can't we just think ourselves into the cylinder?
Can we?
Don't we need to see it? I thought. I
If we go invisible
Uh-huh.
and project ourselves there, is there a reason why it shouldn't work?
I don't know. You're the
well, we don't even know what's on the other side, let alone. Is that safe?
probably not. But we can't stay here.
For all we know,
Right.
the crystal could be right on the other side of the wall, and then we project ourselves into the crystal, and then what happens?
We all
Well,
have
that's
to
what
touch it anyway. We're supposed to do that.
That's actually
do.
it's a quick win.
Oh, fair
That's
point.
That's the best case scenario. That's what happens.
The worst case, we get caught and brought down to the machine rooms.
That won't go.
And then Hogar can have a tour of another prison.
Oh.
You seem happy about that for some reason. All right. Do you want to try, Abyssia? You know how to travel in this world better than anybody else. Do you want to try and shift over there and see what you can see?
I will. Is there any way I can get word back to you, Wexel? If that's what I find. If it is the crystal, in fact.
Uh,
Can I take one of your eyes with me? I don't know if I'm asking that. But...
no, I need them. I would just say, go there, and if you can get there, come back.
Yeah.
I'm not back. In 5 minutes.
Wait longer?
Wait a little longer.
You come get me. I'm not
You
getting
come get
cold
me.
enough. You take the ship and you come get me.
What's that from? Who knows that one? You take the ship and you come get me.
It's one of my favorite lines in a movie. Sorry.
Great.
All right. Just as soon as you
Okay.
see something, come back. Don't, All right.
Is there, Wexel, if I do enter the crystal, am I going to be able to leave?
I don't. Will you be able to come back?
Right.
I don't think so. But I don't really know. I just know what we're supposed to do. I just haven't done it yet. So it's possible.
Is Hogar able to travel back? Is that something you're able to do, Hogar? Should
Travel-
you be trapped in a crystal?
I can't. Hmm.
Dan, did you Hogar? Did you tell? Oh, right. So I'm sorry. She knows all about your abilities, so she knows she can ask that.
Yeah. Am I leaving a body here? Or
Yes.
am I just going? Yeah. Okay.
Well, actually,
I meant to ask you that before.
yes.
It's because it's my body, but it's not really my body.
I'm gonna say yes. You can kind of travel like ethereally.
But am I leaving a body behind?
Yeah.
Okay. So if
You could do it other ways too with your body, but in this instance, you could leave with your spirit and come back.
okay. So if I do that and then I touch the crystal, then I wouldn't actually be touching the crystal then.
I can't answer that.
Okay.
Mm.
But it's a hairy situation, I would assume.
I can't tell you if it's hairy or not.
Is it hairy?
I can't say that.
How hairy is it?
How many hairs
I can't say.
on average would you say
Guys,
in this situation? Sorry.
stop asking me. I can't say how hairy it
Hairy Dungeon.
is.
It's the second punny audio dungeon joke you made tonight, Dan.
What's
What's wrong with you?
what was the
That's-
guy's name with the musk and the long hair? The
Fabio?
guest PC we had.
Oh.
We had the guest PC.
Cilantro.
Yeah, cilantro.
Oh.
Cilantro.
Like the musk. What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
It's very charismatic. Anyway, all right. Sorry.
Cilantro musk.
Cilantro
Yeah.
musk. Okay,
So-
so
Who's going?
Why don't you go up to the top? You could fly, right? You could fly. Why don't you just mentally put yourself up to the top and see if you can see in? And then if you fall, you could just fly. Right?
as being invisible?
Yes.
However you want to do it, I guess.
That is the most ideal way, because if somebody just sees her appear above this thing,
Right.
Could be a problem.
that's it. It is game on.
Well,
What if I went and Hogarth traveled with me ethereally and then he can go back? You possibly can't go back though.
just don't go in. I'm saying go up and see if we can get it from the top. Like you can't teleport inside. You don't know what's inside. It can be a solid cylinder. Like, it could just be lava inside, right? Go see if you can see inside. Like, they go up to the top and see if you can look down, see if there's anything there. You don't want to just teleport into the unknown.
Get an action going here. What do you guys want to do?
Can we see the roof of this the cylinder?
Can you see the roof of the cylinder?
Yeah, like the top of it.
It's a little bit
Or is it
misty
like
up
the top?
there. It's a little bit misty up there, so pretty kind of.
Why don't we just do another flying invisibility type thing?
I'll fly invisibly up there.
Okay, Abyssa, you fly up.
Yeah.
Okay, you fly up invisible. You fly up to the top.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to the top, you hear,
Oh, Lord.
"There's someone in the machine," and you see the sides of the fortress light up purple, bright, all around, all different sides of the fortress nearby, and you see beings come out of like the invisibility. They have no hair. They look like elves, but their eyes are slanted, kind of like on an angle, and the eyes are yellow. And they kind of have their arms out, and they just float towards you. Within seconds, you have about 7 of them near you.
Okay.
Who are you who comes to the great machine? You have intruded upon the fortress of Dragana.
I have come to see what this machine is all about. And I think my way into the middle of the cylinder.
You start to move. You move into the cylinder.
Yeah.
You move inside, and the cylinder in there is turning around you, and there isn't that much. There's a little bit of space for you to move, but it's very dark.
Sorry.
It's very dark, and the outsides of it are just spinning around, and the beings come through and are right next to you again.
Great.
I'm sorry, but you have broken one of our most sacred laws.
I've broken.
You will be
law.
punished. They all shoot a light into you. You're gone.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Now, can they see any of this that happened? Because I
You
was
don't know.
above the fog. Okay.
You guys saw her up in the air. You saw her disappear. And you saw them go down and try to go into the cylinder.
And we heard all the
Yes.
warnings and everything like that.
Right.
All right. That didn't go well, it looks like. All right, I'm gonna try and like reach out and see if I can feel Abyssia. I can sense where she is.
Well, we'll check.
All right. I'm on 1. No. That would be a 23.
You're trying to sense her. You feel like you could maybe bring yourself to her.
All right.
But you're not sure where she is, to tell you the truth. It seems like a very odd place.
All right. All right. I don't know. I sense her. She's not gone, but I don't know where she is. I think I can get to her. I don't know if we should, or what do you think?
Well, he did say anybody that was caught breaking the law gets brought to the machine rooms, right?
Right.
So I would assume there. But the question is, if we bring ourselves to that location, will we then be able to get out of that location?
Well, yeah. I don't know. We're gonna have to get her out, so we're gonna have to go get her eventually. I don't know.
I have a feeling that's where we're going to have to wind up anyway.
You think
Dan
so?
just wants to go visit another prison.
I really
want to
don't.
go to the prison too.
get your tour map stamped.
Hey, t-shirt.
All right. No.
Brooke, all of a sudden you open your eyes and you're in a place that is just black and boundless all around you, and you see the figures are standing around you, and one seems to be talking to you and seems to be more important than the rest. What is your purpose here? Whom do you serve?
I wasn't aware that I was breaking any laws. This is my first time here at the fortress.
Where did you come from?
I believe you know that.
Where did you come from?
If you don't know that, I don't know if I should be telling you.
I'm sorry, but for lack of information, we must write you out of existence completely. I hope that you'll give me an answer that is truthful. Otherwise, the next one will be your erasal. Where do you come from?
I serve Andar.
And who is Andar?
I don't mean any disrespect. Pardon
Please
me.
answer directly. You will be erased on the next incorrect answer. It will be your third.
Incorrect.
Who is Andar?
Andar is... Do you know Dragano?
Of course.
Andar is his father.
Andar is the father of Dragano? I'm sorry, but that cannot be correct.
That is what I've come to know. If that is incorrect, that's because I have been told incorrectly.
I now erase you.
I think this is the point where you're supposed to hand them your character sheet, but being that we're virtual, you can't. Am I?
Brooke, all of a sudden you're standing outside of the fortress and you're with everybody else. Everybody else, you have all these quick memories in your head that kind of happen, and then all of a sudden it's gone like a dream. And you're standing outside the fortress.
I'm not with just the illusions, right? I'm with everyone.
That's right, that's true. The illusions are there still.
They're still there with
Yeah.
us.
Mm-hmm.
Do we
What-
remember why they're there?
Yeah, what's the last thing we remember?
What you remember now?
What?
We
So
remember
basically,
everything.
wanting to go to the fortress is what we.
No, you remember being inside.
All of a sudden we're here now.
Do
Because
I
there was
remember
more
that-
more happened after what we just played. And it's like all flashes in your head. You're not sure. There was some kind of battle. And now you're here.
And
I try to Wexel, like, did you rewind time? I don't believe I did.
I don't remember. I think you might have.
I might have. I try and recall if I flip this back to now.
You feel 20 years older. And you believe that you
Okay.
did rewind time.
Okay,
You know,
Yeah.
the only thing you can piece together is that everyone was dying.
got it.
oh man,
Okay, that didn't work.
What happened?
I went to look into the cylinder and I was surrounded by several beings that I'd never seen before. They didn't look. I've never recognized them before, right, Tony? Like I've never seen.
No.
We've never seen. Yeah.
They looked very foreign.
I've never even heard of beings such as these. They were very almost mechanical in their questioning, and they didn't know who I was.
I'm not built for this place. I don't know what we just experienced there, but I don't know how useful I can be. I think if you guys are going back in, I might have to wait out here.
What good would that do?
I don't think whatever we did in there went very well.
Well,
That's
you're
true.
probably right.
But Bludgy, maybe we're going about it the wrong way. Maybe we need to go about it more the way you would go about it.
Me?
Right.
I wouldn't
You're-
even be here. I'll be in Smithy's Tavern having a drink, eh?
True, but let's say this, right? You're a master thief, right? You're a leader of a thieves guild, right? That's your stock and trade, right? We know somewhere in here is this valuable gem that we need to get. We know that security is super tight. We don't know where in the town it was. How would you go about that? We're straightforward. We go in and we attack things until we get what we want. That didn't work.
I will get more information.
All right.
I don't think going back in there is a good idea.
What's your idea? Aside from Smithies.
That kid said there was some sort of town he was from.
Right. He said there's outskirts. People, and that kid was not aligned with Dragano.
Right.
Or so he said.
So where's the kid?
All right. Let's find him.
Well, we
Let's
know
go
where
back.
he's gonna be.
Right. And let's follow him out instead of following him in.
So maybe find his horse thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Like
Whatever that is.
wagon.
It's not a bicycle.
I don't know what a bicycle is.
Some crazy thing I've heard of once in a song.
Okay, so you guys go to find where his bike is.
Mhm.
Okay, you guys you search, you find literally just sitting behind a rock and like half buried is this bike that's like laying sideways on the rock, and it's obviously not much technology. It's so dirty it almost blends in with the terrain, and it looks like it's in need of some repairs.
All right. Man, I wish Arky were here. All right. What was the kid's name again?
Pendler.
Peddler. Okay. Let's not scare him too much. But let's wait and try and convince him to.
You guys wait a little
That's
bit, and you see someone comes out of the chute again, or this time comes out of the chute and makes way to the ground, makes his way over and sees you guys, and then like stops. Listen, I was just I was lost, and I didn't know where I was going, so
It's okay, Peddler. We are also lost, and we're looking for.
okay. I don't have any food or gold or anything.
No,
I just need some parts.
to fix this. Look.
Yeah.
All right. Can you take us back to where you came from? Maybe we can help you fix it.
Yeah. I could.
All right. That's all.
Okay.
We're not. We're new to this area. We're not
Okay.
from the fortress.
Oh, okay. Where are you from?
Pretty far away. We came from a town called Fear Garden. That wasn't where we were born either. We traveled there and then we traveled here. And eventually we need to get inside there, but we don't know where we're going.
Okay. I guess follow me and I'll bring you there. My bike's pretty slow right now, but you can follow me there, yeah.
All right. You've
Far.
how far?
It's it's pretty easy to get places here, so it probably just be a few minutes.
All right.
All right.
You know how to navigate that tunnel, how to get into the city from there?
Yeah, I go in from time to time. Get any supplies I can.
It's there. I can give you some food for your help if you can help us.
Okay. Yep. Deal. Let's do it.
All right.
He gets on the bike. He presses some things. You see the bike kind of lifts off the ground, and he runs the bike forward. And he's moving pretty fast. You see him kind of slow down to stay in front of you guys.
I'm not built for running.
You guys travel for a few minutes. He's going pretty slow for what he could do. And after a time, you come up on a small civilization that's out in the middle of nowhere. And it's got to be no more than about 40, 50 buildings here. And the buildings look like they're constantly just covered with like dust and rock. And people obviously are very poor, and they're dressed very plainly and very dirty. And they're just walking the streets and try to live but day by day, it seems. Because he slows down, he circles around. Welcome to Onlin. It ain't much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for the welcome.
You got that food?
What is? Yeah, I give him a couple of days rations.
Okay. Oh my God. Wow. Thank you.
We're gonna need information about what's inside that fortress. Is there anybody in this town that you trust?
Yeah, everyone here is pretty good. I guess wait a second. Let me people are gonna be nervous because you look kind of different than everybody else.
Yeah. You don't really blend in.
Yeah, so I mean, give me a second. He goes ahead, goes into the town. You guys can role play.
All right. That's different. We're doing different.
What do we hope to find here?
Somebody who knows about what we're looking to get and knows where it is.
Who those
Yeah,
builds
weigh
are.
in, more information,
How to avoid whatever happened to Abyssia, or what those things are. How to, defeat them. Anything, really.
Thank you for everything, Finn.
Yeah, what's 20 years between friends?
I just stand there. You see a figure emerge, probably about 100 feet away, 50 feet away, is walking towards you, and it's lit up in this light,
What kind of light?
and it walks near you. I am Andar, father of Drogano.
What?
Are you not my followers?
Are you new to this place?
I've come to give you aid.
Ah, yeah, you just got here, didn't you?
How can I help?
What? There's
We should ask him. Ask him.
I am Andar, the father of Drogano. I am here to give you aid. You are indeed my
yes.
followers, are you not?
Yes.
I do. All right. Does anyone besides Brooke have any idea of what? Like, do we know what happened to her?
You don't know. You don't know that.
All right.
You saw those creatures. You haven't heard them speak, and you don't know the questions were there. And now this guy doesn't look like we're seeing anything like those creatures.
Yeah, but I've
He
seen
seems like
Andar before.
the father of Dragana.
Right. I've seen Andar before.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have.
Does it look anything? All right.
No.
Of course.
Tony, were those beings glowing?
They glowing? At times they were glowing.
Mm. Those, I tell them that the beings, before I saw them, they were invisible. They came out of their own invisibility.
What beings?
I cast True Vision upon myself. What do I see?
You see that you see one of those beings standing there.
Hmm.
When you look at him, he looks at you like, and you feel some kind of psychic energy happening.
Oh, mother.
Can I fight it off?
You're not sure what's happening, but it feels familiar. You see him raise his hands up, and a white light comes from his hands, and all of you begin to disintegrate. In 10 seconds, the quest is over. In 9 seconds.
Okay,
What?
well, I'm going to cast.
Wait,
I'm
Seven.
gonna wait.
6, there's no stopping it. Just call it out.
Okay.
5,
What do you mean?
4.
I punched him in the
I'm going
face.
to reverse time.
I
I'm going
punched
to
him in the
reverse
face.
time. Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man.
Sorry, rewind time. I'm gonna rewind time. 4 rounds, right? That should be around when he showed up. Does that work?
okay.
Okay. All right. And as soon as it shows up, I'm going to hit him with a
Hello.
symbol.
I am Andar, the father of Dragana.
Andar, thank God you're here. I
What do you fire?
I'm going to put him in a time bubble. Hold on a second. Make sure I'm saying this right. No, that's not the right thing. I'm not going to do that.
6 seconds.
Yes, sorry. I am going to cast I'm going to cast Eraser on him.
Yes.
And I'm going to remove this target from existence. Okay. So it has to make a check against. It's got to be a will check.
He fails.
Wow!
So
Wow! I never.
He puts. I rolled a 2.
Oh,
It's literally the roll.
okay, yeah.
I was literally the lowest thing I could roll. That's not a 1. And he puts his arms up. You see the white light's about to happen, and it disappears.
Man.
That is.
What is happening?
What brought that about?
That thing is. Whatever found Abyssia inside the city still knows that we're here. It's aware of what we did. Whatever we're gonna try and do, we're working against enemies who know that we're around.
Do we have the impression that Pendler brought this guy to us?
I can't answer that because it has to be the impression that you get as Dan right now.
Is Pendler there?
No.
Okay. I think we should leave this area. See if we could find Pendler.
All right.
With this happening, I think that they're gonna know wherever we go.
That's Fine. I'll do that again if I need to. That's a very... I don't like doing that, though.
Wexel,
Yep.
you said that when I was
Yep.
paralyzed, I remember you speaking to Findalar and telling him that you can change any spell, make it any size, if you just change a few words. Is that possible?
I can. Yeah.
Finn,
Yeah.
is there any spell on Wexel that you have where we can possibly travel in a time bubble through this dimension, wherever we are?
I have spells that can move us through time, some of us, but I don't know. I already did that first. I moved us back in time, and
Right.
this thing is still aware of what happened, the same way that we are.
But maybe if there's a way that we can loop them, and we can continue to travel forward.
I have to think. Perhaps.
It might have. I mean, is it possible that it was only that one guy, or do we think that they all of them know where we are and what we're doing?
I don't know.
It
I don't know.
seems. It seems to me, my encounter with them, it seems as if they would all know, as if they were of a hive mind, the way that they approached me, with their mannerisms, their movements.
Pendler walks out, and he's walking out with an older man. And the older man has trouble walking. He's walking out. He goes, "Hey, you guys okay?"
No. No. There are enemies inside that fortress who wish us harm.
The old man goes, "I saw it. I only once saw one before when I was younger.
What are
I
those
was one of the
things?
guardians.
Guardians.
You killed it.
They did.
It is impossible."
Apparently not.
Who are the Guardians?
Guardians they are like gods. They rule everything. Many say they protect the great crystal of Dragano. I have never seen anyone live who has faced them.
It was close multiple times. It is not an easy thing that I just did. I don't know if I could do it again. But
You are soon to be branded, if not already.
I'm sure we are.
They are omnipotent. Some say they are like I said, they are guardians of the great Dragano himself. Who knows the power of the crystal of Dragano, how much it matters to him. But they are the guardians of his crystal.
All right. Where is his crystal?
It is the center of the fortress.
Do you know, or is that just something that's understood? Has anyone seen it?
I have not seen it, but everyone knows it is there. You could feel its magic and power when you get close to the fortress. And it makes the fortress glow, and it gives those inside power. It gives power to their weapons, their armor, and even to their very life. While we starve outside of its walls.
Well,
That
able
machine
to-
that they. Sorry,
Good. Good. Good.
The machine that they speak of, what does it do?
The great machine.
Yes.
It is harnessing the energy of Dracano's crystal. You see, the legends have it that all sorts of beings, creatures, from all realms, planes of existence, come and try to take the will of Dracano. But the Guardians have stopped them all. With every turn of the great machine, Dracano is born anew. His power continues. I am sorry, but we cannot let you into our home. The Guardians will find you.
We understand.
You only have a short time.
Is there anyone who knows how to get into that thing? Get us to the crystal. Anybody here?
Penla knows how to get into the fortress. But that is
How many
enough.
guardians are there?
There were 7.
All right. All right.
I fear for you. I fear what you have done for us all.
Well,
I must go. Penla, take me back.
Penler walks him back into the town.
well, that. Jeez.
Oh,
Okay.
And I think that's where to end Audio Dungeon for today.
Oh,
That's good. That's good. It's
Hey.
a very cheerful. Very cheerful ending.
oh man.
All right. Good.
Todd, so Richard Wild asking, can you confirm something wasn't the one that attacked Ibisia, a higher ranked one? Yes. That's a good thing to remember. There was one that seemed to be in charge. So that is it. Today's episode was called The Fortress. This was season 2, episode 4, The Fortress. And they just got a taste of what the next part is in store for them. I think they're all baffled by the interesting technology of this place. And they probably have no idea what is to come, because it's probably not what they're going to expect. Guys, for those of you on Patreon right now, please join us on Patreon. Don't go anywhere. Join us on Discord. We're gonna continue the conversation there and go over this episode. We're going to unravel all the interesting things that have just happened. So yeah, we thank you for joining right now. And please like this video if you haven't done so already. Please share it out with any friends or groups. And as always, !notify the chat to be notified when we go live, which is Mondays and Wednesdays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, thank you so much for your donations today. It's definitely preparing them for the inevitable battles ahead. And Evan, thank you for your collector's luck, because it helped out a few times today. So you got the most out of it. And that's it. Todd, take us away to the holding screen for a temporary break. We'll see you guys in 3 minutes. We'll be back on Discord. You want to do it on Discord, or you want to do it on the video? How do you want to do it? Want to do audio or do video? What do you guys feel?
Whatever you want.
The usual. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Discord I think is better.
Okay, we're going to jump to the audio on Discord. Guys, we'll see you soon. Thank you very much. We'll see you later. That does it here for Audio Dungeon. Thanks.
Wow.
yeah, guys.
Happy New Year.
Good night, everybody.
Okay. 5 seconds. 3, 2.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the after show. This is Dungeon Talk. I'm your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew, and we're joined by our Patreon super fans who are hanging out with us right now. We just had the episode Iron Kingdom, Season 2, Episode 4, and it's called The Fortress. Let's bring it over. I think I'm gonna let's see if Brooke could do it this time. Brooke, what do you think was the meaning behind this interesting episode title?
Personally, I think you just chose the fortress because it was episode 4.
The fortress.
Fortress.
That's
Yeah.
great.
That's
That's really good.
That's an interesting pickup. Well, I wonder what that means.
Yeah, that the fortress.
So tell us about the fortress. This is for anybody. Tell us about the fortress. What is it? What's going on? I think I can safely say that the second you guys met the thief coming out of the fortress, you guys were shell shocked for the rest of the episode.
That was the best. That was the best meeting. Yeah, the fortress is a nightmare.
The fortress is a nightmare.
Yeah,
It is kind of a nightmare.
yeah.
So what? I think what was stunning you guys? Let's talk about why were you guys stunned?
Because it just seemed like everything was not trustworthy. Like I never thought that like we'd be going into like a place that is a city that has normal people. I'm always just constantly thinking like, okay, we're in a realm of evil. It's evil.
Right.
Everyone
right,
is evil.
exactly.
They know
You're
we're
right.
here. They're looking for us, and they're evil. It's like the
That's
fact that
it.
we ran into just like a normal guy was like, oh, okay. Like
Yeah.
toward the end when he introduced us to the old man, and it was like, oh, this really is just a guy who's trying to fix his bike. I was like, okay, right, okay. It's we're in a
It
city
felt
and there's
so
a
wrong.
guy.
It
We're gonna
felt so
say there's a
wrong.
guy. Yeah.
It
Mhm.
felt so wrong.
It's like, what's this guy doing here? It can't be just a guy. It can't be.
Yeah.
So is that what it
Yeah,
was for
like
everybody?
your bike. Okay.
Were you guys kind of stunned because it felt like the future?
I was
Maybe
very
not your
taken
future. It felt like a future Planescape. Is that what was messing you guys up?
I was very
I-
taken aback with what was inside the fortress. I did not expect a futuristic, machine-heavy city, and I said it. I think I said it 2 times in game, and I said it like a bunch of times in my head. Like, we need Archifint here. Like, we don't have Gnomus technology knowledge here.
No, you don't.
When in the last episode when Wexel was saying how he met some of the people and some of them he didn't know he had never heard of where some of them were from. I felt like that was really interesting because I feel like Wexel would know every part of Andaria, or at least most parts, or come across people for the most part.
When you
that
wait,
he,
when you're talking about Wexel didn't know where people were from. Do you mean Petzler?
I'm saying no, Wexel, not Hexel.
Mhm.
Wexel in the last episode. I forget who he was speaking to, and he was saying how, he had been in that realm, and there was some people that he had never heard of where they were from before.
Mm.
That
Okay, I know what you're referring to. Yes.
Okay, so that got me thinking that, like, to remember, we're definitely not dealing with just souls from Andaria. We're definitely not dealing with just the planes that we've experienced, right? So now it's like opening up to the minute that you started saying, "Oh, it looks like Gnome's technology, but then there's these other creatures," and the minute I saw the beings, it was like, okay, absolutely, we're just in some kind of different dimension, parallel reality altogether somewhere else. I mean, experiencing the like I guess like not a throughway, but like
You got it. You're there. I
Like
mean,
an
you know
airport or
that
something. Yeah.
you're basically in Dungeons and Dragons. They have Sigil, the City of Doors, the
Yeah.
Brass City, and all these things in Planescape. I could definitely confirm that you guys are in like the equivalent of a Planescape in there, because what you saw a little bit today was, especially with the thief, is that he has no idea what Andaria is. He's never heard of it before, and apparently, you've learned how souls work. Souls are kind of like the fragments, that come from light and captured by the planets and such. And the history of Dragano, he's an immortal. He's been around for a long time. What's inside here? It could absolutely be countless civilizations of all these other people that you don't know what the hell it is. Now, that technology that was inside was very similar to Gnomish technology. It wasn't Coruscant future Star Wars stuff. It was this giant cogwheels running around this cylinder in the center, but you didn't understand at the time why things were lit up and why they were glowing and such. But now you know at the end why was all that stuff looking strange and glowing, all their weapons, armor, and things like that. Why was that glowing?
Because of the crystal. The crystal is powering.
Right, because the presence of the crystal that is obviously somewhere underneath the whole fortress. So I feel like things started to make a lot more sense by the very end. Is that true or no?
I got a general sense of like, okay, there's now 6 super duper powerful bad guys that know we're around, and there's a crystal somewhere that's powering the whole kit and caboodle, and the machinery is using the energy from the crystal and powering it and powering the fortress at the same time. So those are the things that I picked up. But like, how did they get at it? Well, I don't know that.
You now know that also. So these other 6 that are still around are literally the most powerful beings that ever put into a quest.
Really?
What?
Wow.
Oh my god.
No
Yeah.
That's
way.
great.
That's
Finn great.
destroyed one.
Yeah, like they're not as powerful as obviously as Dragano, because they're guarding him and such. But these beings are pretty much omnipotent, can pretty much destroy you, and you're only still alive because you have the Chronomancer with you, who's able to, like, at the cost of his own years, which he has some to lose, can keep you alive. And then you would use that eraser spell. I literally rolled the lowest thing I could roll, and it took him out. So you guys have come into this this inner sanctum, inner realm of Dragano, and you've eradicated one of the. It's kind of like the Wizard of Oz. You've come in and you took out one of the main powers, and now everyone's looking at you like, what the hell did you just do?
Hopefully, someone can point us on the yellow brick road.
Right. So it is a bit Ozzy, and at least now you know what you're facing. The question is, what do you do next?
Oh god. Go to Smitty's. Wait it out. Wait till it all blows over.
Go to the Winchester.
The Winchester, which is our Smitty's, yes.
Mhm.
Oh lord.
Sounds like a plan.
Tony, can I ask a quick question? For something
Yes.
you said. You
Sure.
said at the end about when the gears turn, that renews Dragano. Is that how you put it?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what would happen if the gears all of a sudden broke and they couldn't be renewed? Because they turned, then the purple light came on, and then the Guardians appeared. So, if you destroyed the gears and the purple light couldn't blow out because the machine was broken, wouldn't that potentially stop the Guardians from coming out?
I can't answer that question.
Sounds like a pretty good idea.
Yeah,
Great
hi,
question.
Richard.
Great question.
Good to hear you, Richard. Great question. Well, But when they came out, the Wicked Witch, when they came out, they were invisible, right? Like you said, they're omnipotent, so it's like they're everywhere all
They
the
were
time.
coming out of the ether. They were coming out of
Okay.
anywhere.
All right. Okay. They were materializing and then
Yes,
dematerializing. They had that ability.
pretty much. Yeah, they would float
Okay.
in and out of invisibility state, but it's more than that. They're floating in and out of reality.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I heard that about Yellow Eyes. Crazy. Um,
So what's the plan? What do you guys do? How do you face this?
Plan.
I kind of feel like it's the kind of thing the Chronomancer, like when we were going into the Chronomancer's tower and how we were walking, like they were trapped in a loop. Our, the everything outside of us was kind of trapped in a loop, but we could go
Right.
forward.
Mhm.
I kind of feel like maybe if it's possible to do something like that, considering how Wexel's there and he can possibly alter some of the spells or make them larger or possibly have them go on longer. I don't know, but I'm getting that kind of vibe.
So you did
Possibly.
you did key into Wexel's spells, and Wexel does have that ability. So yeah, if you put your brains together, you can finagle some interesting spells besides your own ability, Abyssia. And I think the answer to win this segment of the quest. And remember, obviously, it's been hard before. Remember, this is end game time. You're getting up to, so you're gonna see the quest in different ways. Sometimes ways you're fine with, sometimes ways like this where it's like you hit you like a brick wall. It's just gonna be harder and harder and harder. Where I'm literally inviting the death of you guys. I was gonna end the quest in literally 3 more seconds because if you guys weren't gonna go through time and do anything, I was just gonna end it, and that would be it.
Yeah, I felt that. I felt that commitment from you.
Oh yeah. If I started,
Yeah, that was scary.
I'm absolutely gonna end it, no doubt.
That was the scariest part of the quest.
It was very scary. Yeah, it was. That
I would
was
say,
it.
I would
Can't
say
imagine.
to
Very
everybody else, let's go through our character sheets and find
Yes.
out what insta kills we have available to us in case something like that happens again.
I think that's what we're gonna have to do. It's gonna be like we're gonna have to do the Care Bear stare, and like each of us are gonna have to do our most powerful thing at the same time.
Well,
Possibly.
I was, yeah, I
Not at the
think
same
that
time, but each of us has a key. I feel like.
You each it's important that everyone does use their best attributes for this.
Right.
Emphasis on everyone's grow.
I feel like I
your
don't know.
character sheets.
I'm ready. I'm ready to do my part. I just don't know what the hell to do.
Well, as I'm saying, like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I knew I had one, but I couldn't remember what the spell was. That was the 7 seconds that went past or whatever. Like, if you have, like, this is a kill shot. Like, I do this, and, like, if I do it and succeed, the person dies. And, like, that's it. Like, that's the
Right.
one that you have to have at your tip of your fingers, right? And you have to have, I would say, like, and scroll, this is how I know this is how you play in general, right? Is like, make sure that if I need this, that I am ready to do it at any time, that I'm saving the points that I need to execute this
Right.
thing, whatever that is,
Right.
right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
And like,
Totally agree.
they move. What we've seen so far, right, is they move so quickly, and they have such a quick trigger figure that there's not a lot of time. Like, it can't be like Vin in the last session we played turned into a 50-foot giant stone elemental, which was awesome. But like, that takes time. They're already killing you, right? It's got to be like that. This was like, boom! It is like a power word kill kind of a spell. Like, just do it, and if they fail, all right. So like, but I don't know if, and we said this in game, right? Like,
Did
go
they
ahead.
take
Sorry.
physical damage even? Can they take? Do we know that for sure?
No,
No,
we
right?
don't know.
Yeah,
You
are
don't
they
know.
like are they physical? Are they corporeal? Do we know that?
The only thing I can reveal is that you do see them like they're physical when you see them.
They
will.
You don't know if you could touch them. You don't know if you could damage them. You haven't tried.
Yeah.
Right. So there's that. But I
Yeah.
agree, Tom, 100%. Like, we all need to know, like, our best things so that in case, you know,
In case.
when it comes down to the wire like that. Yeah, well, when it comes down, like,
It's
you
for
know.
sure. It's for sure.
Well, it's
Well-
gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah. When?
But
Soon.
I think that I think you know, like I think it's time to like I think tactically, like in our next episode, instead of what we normally do, right? Which is what we did this time, go in, like kind of explore, trigger some reaction, and then react to that. Like and then we said, okay, we're gonna try a different tack. We're gonna collect information and then act on information, whatever. And then that's where we got towards the end. Like now, like I feel like maybe a direct assault isn't the right thing to do, but if this machinery, like operating this machinery, is so vital to the city's existence, I feel like that's probably where we should go to attack, to like somehow disrupt that, and then deal with these people as a result of it, rather than just try and find the crystal. I don't know.
Right.
These are where my
Yeah.
thoughts are all at. Can I
Maybe
say,
we can-
by the way, I don't know. I really enjoyed this episode. Like we started out, I was like in a really cheerful, like my character was in a really cheerful frame of mind, right? We finally got the Raven. Like this is like, you know, and then like we immediately, I'm like, no, I don't know how we're gonna win. Like it took me from the top to the bottom.
It's a very different place with a realm of fear where it's just all people being haunted by their own things to actually stepping inside Dragado's like real essence. So very different, yeah. For the fans, how was it to watch this episode? Where you go? Was it nerve wracking?
Oh yeah.
Very.
Nerve wracking and a couple times palm to the forehead.
Sorry.
So Patreon fans, what would you guys do if you were in their shoes?
Well,
Study my character sheet.
Well, I was actually thinking about some of the things that you've said, and one of the things I don't remember catching is, has Wexel said how many times he can change a spell?
He has not said how many times. He just said that he could do it.
So you guys basically think of your spells. You have a word game to play with it now, of Wexel being able to change your spells. For example, what if one of you had power word kill, but he changed it to God word kill? Or what if you could take all of your spells, have him say toggle spell, and you now have prepared spells that you can just cast instantly without worrying about preparation at any time?
Also,
That's
along
pretty
those
smart.
lines, how much creative license do we have with that? Because if I have a spell or if I have an ability that's one word, can I just change that one word to a completely unrelated word?
No, because one word, no, because then you'd be completely chasing it. You could, if you had to and you wanted to do it, I would allow it to some degree, but you're not going to get what you want to. Everything is gonna come down to your die roll. So what you want, your die roll, and then I'll basically just tell you what happens.
Just like the
I'd like to change tracking to wish. Can we do that?
No, yeah, you need to be able to. It needs to be a 2-word spell or more. He can only twist something. He can't completely change it.
What about if he
like
changes
tracking,
to
or fracking.
I was gonna say fracking. I was gonna say
Yeah.
fracking.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Rhyming.
I would allow that. I'll allow letter changes, like a couple of letters in a one word. Yes.
Or Tom, if you had, say, a teleportation spell such as Dimension Gate, what if he changed the word to Dimension Block?
Right, and then I could stop them from coming back in.
Yeah,
that.
possibly.
I like that. Yeah, I think that's a really good idea to like figure out what we have here that can be can be modified to assist us in this. I think
And
that yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, sorry, no, you go.
I already muted myself. It's your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just going to say, or you guys could look at giving, say, Hogar, Botorius, and other people. You could give them spells that they could cast because of words that were changed from Wexel.
That's interesting.
One question on that then. Could you change a way an attack is done via that same sort of thing, like using the wild magic things? So if it was like changing it so that Praetorius could attack corporeal people instead of ethereal, or vice versa. So change the type of attack.
The wild mage does have some interesting things it could do. There are ways to change things like that. He can do that. Yes, it's a much simpler spell for him. He just doesn't change where he could make it so like an arcade or ethereal spirit can be hit with physical stuff and such.
Because that's what I'm thinking. Praetorius, that might be something that you could use, and then do a multiplying, stacking attack to destroy one of them by trapping it into like a corporeal form. You can just then obliterate it. And then you've got what Hogar did to Hadheld. Same sort of thing. But also potentially even looking at what other skills do you have? Earth Song. What can you do with that?
Mm-hmm.
That type of stuff.
So definitely you guys figuring out that Wexel is the key to this. Obviously he's with you. It's not just like an accident that he's with you in these things. And Brooke, great job for keying into him. So now it is absolutely about if Wexel can help you and how he can help you, because again, you have a chronomancer, you have an angel, you have a almost immortal dwarf with you. You have Vinny's character Relic. We saw how powerful he was. You have Holgar, who's a guardian of the forest. You all have interesting and unique abilities. Plus Wexel, who's a master wild mage. Powerful Tom is as a chronomancer. He is powerful for wild magic. So you have all these moving parts. This is the higher game. The plot isn't going to throw you answers. The plot isn't going to really work with you a lot. You'll maybe small things here and there, but you're not going to get a lot from it. All of those solutions need to come from you. Like I told you guys last time when you battled the Raven, I said, you're going to need, I said it's an answer show, I believe. I said, you're going to need to use more than what the game's provided. You're going to have to go beyond and think out of the box. This is that on level 2 instead of level 1. You must think outside of the box here. You must use all these things, and the game is not going to help you. The game's not even going to be a neutral ground for you. The game is going to be out to destroy you. So like I changed my modes to be more of like, okay, I need to figure out if I could kill anyone who's not really paying attention right now. So that's how this quest moves forward in a way that feels real for where you guys are in like the essence, heart, in the ego of an immortal.
Tony, can they create things, or actually have they tried creating things in the ego realm? I know they can travel and move, but have you ever actually tried creating something?
I haven't, and I can't remember anyone off the top of my head trying to do it.
Because if you think about it, create a cage, create a cell, create a cube, but they're forcing something into it. if it's an ego realm, wouldn't that mean thought is just as strong as anything else? And if you can imagine it, you can will, and your will's strong enough, you can create it.
I don't know if this is an ego realm anymore, though.
It's definitely the ego realm.
It still is. Okay.
It's the ego realm for Dragato. But think of this. Think
Yeah.
as physical state as being the lowest form of vibration, and the ego, the mind, the thought, the consciousness being the higher state. So you guys are physical in that realm, so it gives you extra powers and such. But the power of creation and manifestation is at its highest being. Definitely for the Guardians, for Dragato, and for powerful beings.
So there you go. Now you guys have got another bit of homework to do.
Or, as Tony said, who would have an ego bigger than Dragono's? You guys could think Bellamon there, and he could just take control.
That's worse. That's worse.
I think that's even
You
worse.
do know that would actually be almost worth watching the world get destroyed just for that.
I would be counting down to 10, the quest at the 10 seconds, and he'd be like, "So what? So what?"
Yeah, exactly. I'm still here. So what?
Bring Carlinga in and just let Carl just run around and just torment the living snot out of him. It worked on Thistle.
Or you guys could throw Arky's memoirs into the machine, see what happens then.
That would destroy existence.
Existence would fold in on itself immediately.
Dragato reads those words, everybody will die.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to come up with ideas and not just end the world here.
Yeah, it's tricky.
I do
Derek,
think
we can look.
creation is if you can create something, use Wexel's magic to manipulate how it's created as well. So think about things of spells like Force Cage, where you can force someone into a cage, but using wild magic to enhance it, that type of thing. I think that's going to be your best bet.
So let's go around the party here. Let's go to Damien first. Damien, if you were by yourself here, how would you solve this problem? How do you get to the next realm?
I was by myself. Well, part of me wants to just like charge in and just like, do our usual, like, just run in, just try to get close as I can, see what happens, just run, get as far as I can. But I don't think that would be wise to do. So I don't know, man. If I was by myself in this situation, I mean, I guess I would, I don't know, try to sneak into one of those buildings. I don't know, maybe try to sneak, but ultimately, or I don't know. I'm stumped. I'm like stuck, especially if I was on my own without having like any spells or magical, real magical abilities. Yeah, I don't know.
What about Hogar?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, there's always a part of me that says I just want to bust in there and see what we're dealing with and find it and touch it and be done with it. But I don't know. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to take some of our better talents and some of our better abilities. So I'm just looking at my sheet right now. I think my elemental form and soul form may come in handy. Just to move around a bit and see if I could kind of look ahead and see what's there. I think I'm gonna have to use Andarian form at some point. Because it's gonna come down to a battle. And like part of me too, like just rushing in and finding it. Part of it too is like, all right, like we have these 6 guys coming after us. Findalar just took out one. I know they're incredibly difficult, but like, let's fight them. You know, let's just fight them and see what happens. And if we could take them out, then, would it be like a clear path there, or are there more guys waiting for us? I don't know.
Dan, what would Hinshaw do? Because think about, he became a guardian of Dragano, so he obviously had some powers and abilities that they don't have. Think about what he used against you. What can you turn that round and you do the same sort of thing against them?
I think Hinshaw, in turning to Dragano, that's basically what he did. He turned to Dragano. So, I mean, if that's what we're talking about here, like, what would Hinshaw do? Like, I could just say, okay, like, I'll join these guys' side, you know?
You can try to use fear too, like as a tactic.
Yeah, so do the opposite. Do the opposite of what he did. But the way how he attacked you, can you then use the same sort of thing, but in a positive note?
Are you literally telling them to use the power of friendship?
The power of love.
Why not?
Power is yours.
Everything else has failed, so.
But I feel like that's what we did in Fear Guard, though. Whereas, like, you know,
Exactly.
they were using fear to govern, and then we kind of tried to use hope to get everybody out of there.
Remember, there's a reason why Tony put you through that quest. Use what he put you through before and use it to your advantage now. There's a reason to Tony's madness.
Right. The first was all-out battle. Second was the change of mind and heart and hope. Now, what the heck is this?
The Care Bear stare. That's me in the purple.
Combination. Use what you have learned, young one. Channel the power of fill blank space here.
Ooh, very adventurous you are. There you must.
It's time to grow up from the Blackwater Bandits into something better.
No.
Who? Who are you talking
Into the
about?
Blackwater Trash Bandits.
I think the idea about these beads are great. I think the idea about thinking about what you went through so far and taking from the past and bringing it forward with lessons learned is a good idea.
Yeah.
Go from being the Blackwater Bandits to being the Blackwater Raiders. Something different. Still the same, but slightly different. Learn from your mistakes.
The Heroes of Andar. Knights
Oh,
of
by the
Andar.
way, Brooke, who is Andar to Dragano?
Andar is not his father.
He is, as Maury would say, not the father.
Not the father. But I feel like maybe, I don't know. Well, it was key that they didn't know that. They didn't know that who I was. That's kind of like, that helped me feel even more so like I was in the midst of nothingness and nowhereness. Yeah.
But that could also be your key. If they don't know who or what you are,
Right.
they don't know what you can do. They now know that they can be erased from time, but that's all they know. They don't know what you can do.
I feel like I want to possibly, like maybe if Wexel can help me get like help duplicate me. And then Findalar could possibly freeze time after one of the Guardians, like right after they're about to, erase me. And then I could possibly, would that be a move that I could mimic, Tony? If I could mimic their ability to do that?
for their ability to do what?
The whole white erase you thing.
Oh, I can't tell you that.
All right, well that would be my attempt. I would attempt to mimic what they did. Possibly as an army
Good
of
luck.
one. I don't know. Yeah.
Good luck.
I'm throwing out team of 6. That's all. That's all. Just whittling away. Or I was also thinking of maybe like somehow casting a spell with Earth Song of the Lamb Chop song. This is a song that never ends. However, we could change the words around to this is the spell that never ends. And somehow in that, possibly cause some ruckus. I don't know.
Can we
I think-
change the words to the actual songs, or can we just change the words to the spell?
Well, that would be
He can do it. He can do it to a song too.
Yeah, because
Okay.
that's technically a spell. That's the word.
Actually, you have that ability too, Brooke. You have a change the lyric spell as a storyteller.
Right.
So think about you. How about you guys have? You guys have a tremendous amount of power here. To lose this means that you guys have no creativity. You only have to look at it, and just do some thinking.
Stop thinking of yourselves as low-level characters. You're epic level. Use what you've got.
You're all like 25 plus now. You're like there's no reason. At the first level, the realm of fear, you fought things that were easier for you to take on, except for maybe Hadheld, who has a powerful issue. But now this is different.
You guys are not part of the Roll and Rumble League. You're part of an actual league. Like the WWE or something. Something that actually is real.
Hey, Roll and Rumble is real. It's
Oh,
all
you're the
too
best.
real.
Right.
It is all
What
too
is
real.
it? What is this? You say that things are fake? No. Yet no. Roll and Rumble is very real.
It is.
Okay, so let's end this before we go. Let's start with Tom. You're still with us, Tom. How does next week go down?
Oh God, I hate when you ask this.
How does it go down? I think in our typical messy way. I think that honestly, I think it depends on how much prep work we actually do this week. If we do what we're talked about doing here, and like really understanding like these are things our character is capable of, these are the abilities and skills that they bring to the forefront, I think you can make a plan of attack pretty quickly, right? We have an understanding of the city is powered by this crystal. The machinery powers the city, seemingly empowers the crystal as well, and it gives these guardians their juice. The guardians know that we're here, have some knowledge of us, are immensely powerful. So I think that whatever we decide to do, we're gonna have to decide to do it, and then just go and do it, and then rely on that understanding of what we're capable of to deal with crises as they go forth. That's what I foresee. I think that if we don't do the prep work, though, we're probably gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
All
That's what
right.
I would say.
Okay, Brooke, what do you think?
I agree. I think that if we all have at least one or two ideas using our strongest skills, and coming together, I think that will stand a good chance. I do think that, like Tom said, stopping the machine is important.
Okay, Vinny, what about you?
It doesn't. Sorry.
Well, I got a couple tricks up my sleeve, but I really don't want to say what they are until game time, just in case. But there's something about the machine that I want to try next week, and I'm just gonna let that dangle there.
Mm.
Dad?
Curious.
I think our best shot might be each one of us coming up with an idea with our abilities to kill one of them. And I think it's just gonna come down to rolls. Like we're gonna have to use our rerolls if we have any kind of whatever. Like if we have any power ups to use, we should use them. And because I just think if we're not like killing these guardians one by one, if we try to like, let's say, I don't know, like sneak into the machine and try, like they're gonna know. They know where we are. I don't think there's any avoiding these guys. They're just kind of slipping through and like disabling the machine, or like slipping through and getting to the crystal and touching the crystal. Like I think this is gonna be just like you said, a matter of not only finding the right abilities that we have, but maybe thinking outside the box and using those abilities to kill these guys, and also getting lucky, also having good rolls. And I actually think at least one of us may die on the way there too. I don't know if like, I don't know that we're necessarily all making it through this.
What about you, David?
I think action. Like everybody's saying now, we gotta do stuff, but like I think everybody's just got to take action, and it's got to be like a multi-part offense, on everything, not just these creatures, but the whole fortress, the tower, everything. Take them out, infiltrate, full on offense all the way.
Tiger Fang style? Not Tiger Fang style, Eagle Fang style?
Yeah, Eagle Fang. There you go.
Tony, quick question. Would the Guardians be considered bound to Dragano?
I can't really answer that. Actually, don't know. You have to surmise.
Okay. Damn.
I mean, yeah, probably. They probably have at the least, like I'm sure he could see like what they see and stuff. Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
So, just so you know, if somebody does perish, so it said here, you guys will be out for the rest of the season.
It's hard to imagine. It's hard to understand at this season episode 4.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I can't. It feels like
starting
episode
earlier.
24. Starting earlier. Oh my god.
That's true. It does feel like an episode 23, like that was 24.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Oh my god.
Yep. Yep.
Sorry, I'm done. The cat. I can't.
Well, it should be entertaining.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. I think we're gonna end it right there. Again, this was Iron Kingdom Season 2, Episode 4, The Fortress.
Nice.
The Fortress.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. This was a fun episode to do. I love that everyone was stunned for 3/4 of it, and I'm definitely gonna say it. I'm definitely gonna say it right now. If you guys are stunned and don't have immediate action and don't go in, it's gonna be me feeling like I'm killing you too easy. You're gonna need to do something to stop it. Stay on your toes and figure your way out. I think that if you don't do any sort of work between now, I think that's a safe bet, because this is going to be one of those things that if one or two of you die, it could party kill probably very quickly right after that. So You'll need to get through this. So I hope you do the work. Just take a look at your sheets, know your stuff, and yes, anybody who's out, you'll be out for the remainder of Iron Kingdom. And meanwhile, the Patreon members are battling to keep reality together in a whole other war on the other side of the vortex and crystal. So we'll see how they fare, because if they fail, that means that you'll have a different problem.
Oh shit.
Yes. Okay, guys, that does it
So
here.
no pressure.
No pressure. Don't do a good
No
job.
pressure at all.
None whatsoever.
Great.
So that does it here for Dungeon Talk, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I'm Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew and our Patreon members, and we will see you next time on Audio Dungeon. Bye, guys.
Good night,
Night, all.
guys.
Good night, guys.
Bye,
I love
everyone.
you.
Night, all.
Thank you. Thank you for
Night,
everything,
guys.
you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
And thanks, Todd. Thanks a lot for holding us down. We appreciate it.
We're dead.
No.
No.
Remember, time dilation. We could be there for like 30 years trying to hold this off before they get to wherever they're doing their thing.
Derek, we don't have the chronomancer. They do.
Yeah, no. But the time dilation issue was we don't know. As far as we were aware, their seconds were like days outside in reality.
Yes.
So we actually have a huge amount of time, which is also our problem. Is we have a huge amount of time, which means we have to get rid of the necromancer and then hold for however long it takes. So it could be we're out there holding that area for years.
Or the opposite could be is that they could be going faster than what we are, and we've got less time.
Yeah.
No, I think it was set. There was something that Tony mentioned, and I think it was fairly understood that the time dilation went deeper, not like.
I think you're right.
So like
that
the
was
further.
but that was when the Andaria was on the outside and Dragano was on the inside. Now that Dragano is more on the outside as well, does that mean now it's more level?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because the problem is like, well, you know what? Maybe, but I don't think so. I think there's enough of the idea of the reverse inception idea for time. We can be. We have no way of checking, and it would be wise to assume there's no difference. Like, it would be wise to assume there's no difference, but I just personally think that we do have the time.
I think you're right. I think we're going to have time to be able to do it, but it's just going to be, do we have time? As in, how do we do this? This is going to be the hard part.
My issue is, what if they die and we're left out there by ourselves?
If they die, we're all dead.
Exactly. That's the point I'm
if they die, if they die, we'll go down. We won't go down without a fight. So I'm taking that friggin' necromancer with me, one way or the other. I'll find a way to blow up everything if I have to. My only issue is that I need to know what the ability of the three-eyed skeletons are. So we know blue eyes now can remove enchantments, potentially, and potentially detect magic, but what do the other two do? The red-eye one seems to be combat, but we don't know what that means. And are they a form of Crystalborn?
Right.
I doubt it. I get the feeling and the idea that the thing is if they are a form of Crystalborn, like, even regardless, the necromancer has control over them. They don't have control over themselves. Even if they are a form of Crystalborn, I would say don't treat them like they are.
No, my concern was that if we kill the necromancer, will that mean that Unlike normal undead, which would just collapse when the necromancer dies, maybe they won't. That's what I'm meaning. So let's
I
say
don't know.
we take on the necromancer and kill him.
Because
What
our thing
happens
was different. Like, here's the thing: do they have a crystal? So
I don't know.
that was the difference for us. Is we know the crystals have certain properties, and I don't think that even if the necromancer was putting crystals in them, which I doubt, because that those are resources that could go to other things. Even if he was doing that, I would say there's probably a very tenuous connection to the soul to that crystal inside that skeleton. It just seems like not something a necromancer would be capable of specializing in.
I think you're right. I think you're right more that they're more type of skeletons, so for ability purposes, to make it so that it's harder to take the necromancer out. So
Like, what if the people? What if the entities on the outside are the crystal born?
Yeah, it's a potential. I know Oni wants to go and take someone through the shield and see what's out there.
I like how he's like, no. I think taking the shield down is a really bad idea. I didn't say take the shield out. I said we need to consider it as an option.
Yeah, yes. What I want to do is get Vault to the shield generator.
Yeah, 100%.
That's my whole thinking now. But I also think we need to spread out, and especially because our team, Derek, Oni, Evan, Lauren, myself, we need to find some allies. We need to find out who else is actually here that could help us. Because at the moment we've turned up, we're kind of flying a bit blind. We don't really know what's happened. We need to find out what's going on so we can then go, right, let's rejig this.
Well, that's the thing. That's assuming that we have the time, though. Because if we don't have the time, finding those allies is going to be very difficult.
That's why I was saying that one night, because we've got the night now. So, like, you look around in the area that we're in. Is there anyone there that we know? Find them, find out what's going on, and then go, what are we going to do next? Do we go and head? Because now that we've got in contact with, Tony might veto it, but Joe's mentioned what's happened there. That's now been passed on to Vault. So Vault now knows where we find the shield.
So, well, actually, something you're just talking about communication that really is really important. So when we showed up, we were not able to communicate because of the skeletons. So, I haven't heard. Have you been able to communicate with anyone else?
Yes, with the messaging stones. We could communicate, but we were using message. Remember the spell message?
No, I was using the messaging stone when I contacted you back.
I think Tony misread that. I think he was meaning message. He was using the spell message because I was using message to you.
Oh,
And you
yeah,
can-
no, for me, I didn't know you were using the spell message or anything like that. I just used the sending stone.
Yeah, so from what Tony said so far is that the sending stones work perfectly fine.
Okay.